swamp shower where the trailer stand in line. Frodo's in the mud, drinking homemade shine. Bill was on the porch, telling tales all day long. Everything was quiet till the ring came along. Candace rode up on his mule named Joe. Said the ring's trouble, we gotta hit the road. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow. Aragorn's a tracker hunting coons at night, getting the swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting buds off logs. Harwin's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow. Frodo's feeling rough, that ring's getting mean. Sam's frying up catfish, keeping Frodo lean. Boromir's all tangled, lost in the dark. Galadriel's telling fortunes in the back of her yard. Golems that were cousinly don't bring him to town, but he's family, so we keep him around. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow. I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went, and baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring, they'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere, there's smoking rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting Jack, we're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left, the beer and rubber perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash, and if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd, we're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA, we fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left, this NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left, I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash, and if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. upsets, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their cartridge hits, I must admit I understand this NASCAR shit.
Hey, you're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see dicks. Has anybody noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
What's up, you big old bitches? Welcome back. It's a damn Wednesday with the damn Famelot, and we have so much to talk about. I don't even know how we're going to be able to do it, man, because this situation just keeps evolving. It just keeps evolving, and some things were said, and then some footage was released. Oopsie daisy. So we're going to talk about all of it. We're going to get hard as hell. It's about Mudahar. It's about Nux Taku. It's about a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of spicy. It's been a lot of fun to follow. So what's up, Marks? How you doing, baby? What's up, Renee Galarza? So we're going to have some fun talking about it. So make sure you like the stream. That's first things first. Get the hell on it, doggone it. And let's have a good-ass show. Welcome back to the Wednesday show. Welcome back to all my beautiful boys and girls of the Famelot hanging out. And, oh, by the way, we have to, Dominic reminds me, we have to officially unveil my 2025 race car for next year. I posted it on social media like an hour or two ago. But let's go ahead and show everybody what your diecast is going to look like inside the VIP edition of my book if you backed it. Here it is. Without further ado, this is the diecast. This is the diecast that will be in the VIP edition for my book. If you got it, I know we have sold 46 out of 50, so there's only 4 left. Only 4 left. So we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be exciting. Very, very pumped about it. So make sure if you haven't backed that, go consider it because there's only 4 left. So there is the damn paint scheme for next year, 2025. You'll see this car on track on TV about over 20 times. I don't know how many times, but a lot of times. A lot of times. So make sure you go do that if you have not. All right. And also, just go ahead and back the book, too. Very, very important. If you've already backed it, you can just contribute to it or back another copy. You can do all those things. All of those things help me out. So I urge you to do that and help your boy out. All right, let's have some fun. We get to talk about a lot of fun stuff today. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Billy Hatcher with a pink boy says the medallion finally got Muta. He wore it too long, and it caught up with him. He also watched Hentai himself, and he's all spicier shows than Nux. Also love a new car. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, dude. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. How much does it cost to buy the book? $30, Tristan. It's a big-ass book. Thank you. I appreciate you, Billy. Thank you, by the way, for the pink boy. You are the GOAT. You are the man. You are the myth. You are the legend. We are already on our way. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Dalton says, I always laugh at the guy that says big old titties in the background. That is a legal mindset. Andrew. He was sitting right beside me. Raking night. New car looks sick, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I love you, dude. I can't wait to see you, man. You get to see the car in real life, obviously. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So let's give a kind of a TLDR of the Mudahar situation, and then we're going to go into the nitty gritty. So basically, Mudahar shits on Nux Taku for being interested in Lolicon or having a history of being interested in Lolicon. And he's like, one of the key things he said that was kind of ridiculous was 18 and 19-year-old girls are still like considered Lolicon or whatever. And from my understanding, now we're probably going to find out way more in this, but from my understanding, Lolicon's more of an aesthetic than it is an age, right? Like, I know it's kind of silly, but there could be like a 3,000-year-old demon lord that looks like a 4-year-old, right? And that's like the Lolicon, aspect of it. I'm not into it. I think it's a little weird, but hey, man, like whatever. Like, I don't care what you do as long as it's not attacking babies. So at any rate, it's whatever. So he went over there, went all over Nux about it. And then, of course, some beautiful ass footage was released or this happened at the same time. We'll clear it up here in a second. I watched like an hour of this yesterday and today, and there's so many things that are happening all at the same time. So anyways, that being said, so there was a lot of footage of Mudahar reacting to hentai, including Lolicon, and then also talking about how he had a morbid curiosity of like death videos. So he had to make a video talking about that. He deleted his video, and it's just he privated his Twitter completely. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure he did that before this, but whatever. So we're going to get into all of it. Mudahar put on the medallion, and he shouldn't have. Now, granted, look, I got to put this out there. Mudahar, I like Mudahar a lot, by the way. I think he has a really good takes a lot of the time. But the issue with Mudahar is he made it, by the way, he made an announcement on his community tab talking about this. And he did the exact same thing that Asmongold did. He said, my channel's getting too toxic and blah, blah, blah. And I'm taking a step back to reevaluate. And I want to tell you what happened. Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened. The issue is he made a video. And look, I have to put a disclaimer out there. I don't give a damn about Lolicon. I am not into Lolicon. I'm also not into hentai at all. I don't like hentai. I'm not really big into anime either. So I don't get aroused by like hentai even a little bit. It's just drawings. I've never really understood how people get aroused. But hey, man, whatever, fuck it. So anyways, so I don't give a damn. Whatever, do whatever you want to do, So the issue is Mutahar made a video going really, really hard against Lolicon. And it just so happens that there is a large community of people that love beating their dick to Lolicon. And I mean a large community. You think furries are big? The furry community? No. The Lolicon community is big. And I mean big. I mean huge. The size of planet. It is a lot of damn people, okay? So they found this video and they have went after Mudahar and he's deleting every damn thing. I'm actually very surprised because Mudahar's been doing this for such a long time. It's weird that like a community like this gets on you and you fucking back down and apologize. Like, for example, dude, I had a falling out with VTube people over a joke one time. And they all went after me. And I just said, I don't give a fuck. And then just stopped worrying about it. And that was the end of it. They still hate me, but you get it, right? So that's the point. Anyways, whatever. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Let's continue. Let's get started on the stuff today. Oh, yeah. All right. Ass and titties or death, lolly is the folly of a man. Thank you, Charitard. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Charitard. Real quick, before we get into it, before we start watching all the stuff, where is it? Oh, yeah. Don't forget, boys, we are so close to massive success on my book. We are right now 3,600 from 40 100,000 in the first handful of days. First handful of days, boys. There was people saying that I was not going to make we weren't even going to get to $5,000. There's people saying I was going to fail at this. I'm stupid. I'm a dumbass. I fail at everything. I'm a piece of shit. We've already killed it. Now, granted, they have moved the goalposts now. They're claiming I should have made $1 million on it. I don't really know why that would ever be the case, but it's all good. So at any rate, we are killing it. And I mean killing it. And we have 4 VIP tier left. That's it. 4, and it's gone forever. 4 left, boys. Don't forget. Here it is. There's only 4 left. If you miss it, you miss it. The diecast for my Daytona car, which has been revealed today and announced today, is what you're going to get in this box. All 3 comics signed by me, 2 VIP tickets to any race to see and hang out with me in the garage. That's a NASCAR race, obviously. Your name, website, YouTube, Twitter, or whatever you would like on every NASCAR race car I race in 2025. That's over 20 events minimum. Also, a t-shirt designed by Salty, a Cecil art signed by Cecil, and 1 of 52 exclusive Daytona diecast that will never exist or be manufactured ever again. Don't miss it. It's all signed by me. And of course, we have every book, every perk is still available. Make sure to get them in on the add-ons. Do not miss the tumblers because they are badass. We've sold almost 200 tumblers already through add-ons. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the GOATs. Thanks for supporting this dream. Disclaimer, all the revenue from this other than fulfillment goes towards my traveling fund for next year because I almost bankrupted myself racing last year. I was like $35,000 in the hole, and I almost lost everything because I did not budget for traveling. This is my budget for traveling. So get the hell on it. Doggone it. I appreciate that. Let's go. It's going to be awesome. So go get it. Oh, by the way, and it goes towards Naked Snake and Fight Milk. Don't forget, it goes towards Naked Snake and Fight Milk. So if you're planning on super chatting, do a contribution here and or back the book. You can do a contribution on here if you scroll all the way to the right. Just do not tip Indiegogo. I don't get that. Only Indiegogo does. Do not tip Indiegogo. Just donate directly to the campaign. Hit 0 tip, custom amount, $0, no tip. All right. Thank you guys. Please go give it some love. It means the damn world to me. And we're about to pass Cecil, and that's what I got to do. We got to pass Cecil. All right. All right, boys. Let's have a good time, man. You'll eventually get on both cars, Arikis? What do you mean? Both cars. What the hell you mean? All right, anyways. Let us go down the rabbit hole. First, we're gonna cover Rev Desu's video, who has made videos about me in the past because of my falling out with the VTubers. Oopsie daisy. So we're gonna Brittany Venti got dragged for a lolly, DJs. Well, she said lolly, okay, here's how that works. For anybody that doesn't know, if you say anything negative about lolly and conflate it with child imagery, these people that are really big fans of it will battle to the ends of the earth to ruin you. I don't really know why. And now I'm not saying like it's the good or bad thing. I'm just saying I don't really understand where the passion comes from. If you like it, fuck it. Just like it. Like if somebody doesn't like it, why are you trying to ruin their career? I don't know. It's weird. But whatever. Who cares? So that being said, they will go after you. They will destroy you. I guess to defend the art. I don't really know. I don't know the passion behind it. I guess it's just like if it's somebody's interest, they want to defend it, I guess. So that being said, they are very, very passionate about it. To me, it looks like hentai to me. And it's hard to say, man. It feels a little weird to me. Obviously, normal hentai I'm not even into anyway, but like something that kind of appears to look like a child, I'm not into it, and it's kind of weird. Right? So that's kind of like where I am. I don't really care. It's one of those things, as long as you're not doing something fucked up, whatever. I don't care what you do. It's hentai. Who cares? But some people will get really upset about it. And yeah, maybe rightly so. I don't know. So I'm just not passionate enough to really super care about what people do. I I'm kind of a live and let live person, you know. It's just pixels. Yeah. I'm kind of right there. I used to have more of a staunch opinion on it, but you know, there's a lot of people that do a lot of messed up stuff that actually hurt people. And fuck it. Yeah. You know, whatever. All right, so here we go. A deadly Droxen says illegal, but not, or sorry, not illegal. Sus. No, I agree. I agree with you. I won't find myself overtly defending it, obviously, because that's not the hill I'm gonna die on. You know, a deadly toxin. That is not a hill I'm gonna die on. I will not be the guy that goes on Twitter defending the lolicon. For one, I'm not really passionate about it. I don't even defend the sport I'm in because it doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to continue doing it, right? But that's a weird thing. That's a weird thing to defend. You leave my tiny little waifu alone. I'm like, who cares? But hey, man, I get it. You know, I get the perspectives on all ends. All right. I guess that you could say I am a fence sitter. I have a way out. I fence sit. Renee Villarreal says, woo! Thank you, baby. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Renee Villarreal, my boy. Oh, my God. Already? Boys, we just started the show. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Woo, Lord. Look at this, man. We almost just hit 37,000 in 1 damn minute. Hot diggity damn. That leaves 3 VIP tiers left. 3, and they're gone. They're gone, boys. Technically, the fire suit and helmet tiers do come with the diecast as well. They're the special edition, like Chrome diecast. There's only going to be 2 of those, so don't worry about that. Those are expensive. Obviously, my helmet's really expensive because it's signed by a bunch of creators and has art on it and stuff. And it's used in 24 NASCAR races. That's going to be a rough one. But they're almost gone. Got 3 left. Thank you guys so much. You guys are goats. Thank you. Wow. Let me give a shout out to... Oh, it doesn't give a name. That's the first time it's never given a name. Fallen Faye, I love you. I love you, Fallen Faye. I appreciate you, Fallen Faye. Swift kiss on your forehead, Fallen Faye. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We're almost there. We're going to hit 40K. Can we do it tonight? Sell it at them bitches. Man Kitty says, why can't you talk about Elon about buying D&D? If I talk to Elon, I'm going to be like, hey, fund my racing, Elon. Before I talk about D&D. You know, Gygax is fine. It's fine. Let me get my ride going. All right, here we go. Yeah, gaffs, I guess. A lot of people are misconstruing gaffs. What the issue is. They're like, oh, he watched Lolicon one time. That's not the issue even a little. The issue is he threw Nux under the bus like a motherfucker and then got outed for like watching and judging Lolicon and gore. Like, oops. You know, oopsie daisy. All right. So like that's it's the hypocrite part, right? And then there's more stuff happening right now. Okay. You still involved with Lockout? Yeah, I haven't talked to Wings in a minute, but yeah, I mean, whenever they ask me to come on, I go on. I like the boys. I was on their stream for like 4 hours one night. It's fun. Yeah, Keem's nice. They're all nice to me, so I like it. All right. Thank you, Bang Kitty. All right, boys, let's continue. 3 VIP tiers left. 3. Wow, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe we're this close. 3 left. Wow. Just letting you guys know, there are plans, and since there's not really that many people watching right now, so I'm not really spilling any guts here. Shortly, maybe halfway through, I don't know yet. It's when everything's available, which should be halfway through at least, minimum. I will be releasing a new tier. Obviously to, bump up sales a little and give people some more opportunities. This new tier, hey, what's up, AM Hardburger? This new tier will have line art versions of every cover plus a special exclusive t-shirt in the tier as well, plus all the tumblers and every single book signed. And it's going to have everything. It's going to be like 6 books, I think. And then there might be another cover, but the line art covers are definitely happening. So it's going to be wild. So that'll be going up in a few weeks, maybe. But that's after everything else sells out. No, the Diecast is not coming back, obviously. I'm not going to rug pull everybody and be like, hey, just kidding. You can actually get the Diecast. Eat my ass. No. The guy that's manufacturing them, he can't do that many. So we agreed on 52. That's all we can do. All right. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah, exactly, Gaffs. Exactly. Why change Xbox screen from Halo to Oblivion? I had Halo up for like a year, man. I just wanted to put Oblivion in there. I love Oblivion. The issue is, though, with the Oblivion, is that my 360 behind me is so loud right now. It's so loud. It's early 360 games. They would scream. It sounds like a jet. My 360 right now sounds like a jet taking off. Old 360, man. It's funny because they didn't really have any updates, so it's just like running in patch 1. So it's like no optimization at all. So we get Nugget Snake now to do the Ultra VIP pot. Yes, sir. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. Look how easy that was. That's the fastest Nugget Snake in the world. Don't miss it. Do not miss that Indiegogo. If you've already backed it and you just want to support your boy and you're thinking about throwing a red boy or a pink boy, shoot it at the campaign as a direct contribution. Do not tip Indiegogo. Do not seek the treasure. Renee Villarreal says, was Mario also trying to cut and bench 350 by March? Was fat when met you in Matsuri? What? Hold on. What the hell did you say? What? Trying to cut and bench with 350 by March when was fat when met you? Are you talking about you are? You're trying, Renee? Are you saying you're trying to cut the weight and bench 350 by March? Well, how much do you weigh right now? Thank you, Renee. I love you. I appreciate you. Fluffmaster says, when Oblivion comes up, I hear the menu music. Oh, dude, I hear it right now. I can hear it right now. It's playing on my TV. That shit makes my balls quake. Oblivion is a masterpiece. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, Ref, I was at the midnight release for the 360 version, getting the collector's edition. I still have it right here. And dude, our 360s were screaming. Woo! Screaming. Yeah, mister. Shadow Cat, Cody, which cover should I back? I'm indecisive. My favorite is the salty cover. But there is going to be another cover coming in a few weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then there's going to be the line art versions of each cover coming as well. Thank you, Shadow Cat. I love you. There is only 3 VIP tiers left. This is the only way to ever get this diecast. Keep in mind, this is the manufacturer of the diecast. Same manufacturer that's doing the exclusive 52. You can only get it through the campaign. There are 3 left. 3! There was 50 the other day. There's 3 left. Don't miss out. Plus, it comes with everything. All right. Anyways, sorry guys. I'm getting lost in the sauce, boys. Okay. So, what did Mudahar do? Yeah, Lord. Yeah. Well, I know because trying to just avoid all of it. That's the best way you can do it. What's the issue with Muta? Okay, well, we're gonna get into it, but basically, here's the TLDR. Muta threw our boy Nux under the bus for watching LollyCon. Some footage was released showing that Muta had watched LollyCon, and then Muta deletes his video, then apologizes, and then deletes that, and then his Twitter is privated. I don't know if he did that before this. I think he did. And then also he put a community post up. So a lot of shit going on, and it's still happening. It's all developing right now. So let's just we can get the kind of the rundown from Rev, because Rev just really, really gives a good rundown like usual. And then we'll go through. Boys. Let's do it to it, y'all. Here we go. Yeah, Alex Ario. That's what I thought.
Guys are here. So it appears that the Sonichu medallion has claimed another soul. Only a few months after putting on this cursed trinket, Mudahar finds himself in some pretty serious controversy involving this now privated video he uploaded yesterday titled...
That the thing that's wild about this is the Sonotube medallion. I am legitimately afraid of now. I am legitimately afraid of Sonotube medallions because of this. Because remember when everybody posted that picture of Muta like 2 months ago with the medallion on? This just happened. And then all of a sudden, all this is happening. I'm like, oh no, it's like, it's just too, things are lining up too spookily.
Post Nux clarity, which regardless of your thoughts about the content of this video, you have to admit the title is a banger. Now, what was this video about? Well, it was 40 minutes of Mudahar disavowing Nux Taku in every shape and form, saying that they are no longer friends and they no longer have a business relationship, and any bridge between the two has been completely burned down. Now, this tweet right here really kind of sums up the relevant context you need to know before we get into the video. Of course, there are some re-uploads that we're going to look at today. So this says, Nux goes extreme anti-lolly to cater to people like Mudahar. Rev exposes Nux for being a hypocrite.
Oops.
Nux says he's so big he could deplatform Rev. Mudahar makes a video damning and cutting ties with Nux because he considers him a lolicon. Yeah, so that's pretty much how everything went. So about 2 years ago, Nux makes a bunch of tweets and some...
Imagine that. Imagine you're trying to, you know, keep a friendship and a relationship and the public perception, you know, up. That so you skirt all these things that you may be legitimately interested in, and then like the person you kind of did it for just throws you right under the damn bus. Oops. Well, you know, these things tend to happen sometimes. Renee says 5'9" and 260, want to be 250 to 240. Also got VIP, was 290. Hell yeah, at Monster cut 30 pounds for. What'd you say you wanted to do on March? Trying to cut and bench 350 by March. Well, it depends on how much you bench now. How much weight are you wanting to cut by March, Renee?
Offhand remarks and videos disparaging people over the topic of lolly. Now, this is, of course, something that was very hypocritical. I made a video calling all that out, saying, hey, you have dozens of videos with cropped lolicon in your thumbnail. You've also shown this sort of content to other content creators and reacted to it yourself. And he would make this response video to what I said. And you can see the like-dislike ratio.
Oh,
it is
God.
Easily the hardest dislike ratio you'll probably find on any video he has uploaded in his entire YouTube career, because it was just awful. I felt no need to make a video response to this because he essentially cooked himself. Okay, he went after me, hypocritically slandering me over things, also failing to address pretty much any point I made, focusing only on throwing insults at me. Also, he made up some wild claims that my wife was digging for dirt, asking his friends for dirt on him, which is really crazy.
So you know what's weird about all this? You know what's really strange about all this to me? The fact that I don't understand why creators make videos addressing allegations from another creator and then they just go back and forth. It just seems a little silly. Like, I'm in my 30s. I don't care. You know? Like, oh, this guy said, Cody, that you liked this one OnlyFans girl's post. I'd be like, hell yeah, baby, what's up? Her ass is fat. Right? Who cares?
On top of that, he also said he could have deplatformed me if he uploaded this on his main Nux Taku channel. Obviously, that didn't go over very well, and that's kind of the Nux side of this whole lolly controversy. And now we have the side with Mudahar here. And about 2 years ago, Mudahar made several tweets about the topic, saying that if you watch that stuff, you need to be on a watch list, that it can harm real people, and that it's illegal content and all this stuff. And of course, his disgust on the topic is totally valid. That's something very understandable that he's allowed to have, but that doesn't justify spreading misinformation and fear-mongering over the topic, and also being a hypocrite about it as well, as we'll see in this video. And on top of that, a lot of people point out the fact that he has openly admitted to regularly consuming cartel execution videos. So at the very least, regardless of your thoughts on the fictional content, you can say, I don't really know if I want to be virtue signaled about fictional content by a guy who watches people get tortured and brutally executed on camera. Right. So that's kind of where we were at. And I held out a lot of copium. I made the mistake of having some copium on the situation because I've enjoyed Mudahar's content for many years. And I know he's had good takes on other things. So I thought maybe one day he would have a more nuanced take on this whole subject. And
you know what's and I go back to this a lot. I think about this a lot. The fact that everyone that ends up defending Lolicon, they're like defending it because the people that are, you know, going after it are spreading misinformation about what it actually is and why people actually like it. And I'm just thinking to myself, it may mean one thing. It may appear to be as one thing. The community that enjoys it may see it as a different thing, maybe. But normies don't, and they will never do. Like, they're never going to, right? So, like, that's just a weird hill to die on, because it doesn't matter how much research you throw at people or how hard you explain. Normies are going to be like, okay, well, you're gross. And that's going to be the end of it, right? That is it. It's over. You're never going to convince these people. You know what I'm saying? Right? And even me, like, understanding roughly, like, the concept and, you know, why people enjoy it and why people defend it and the excuses around everything, I still think it's pretty weird. You know what I'm saying? So imagine a normie, like a normal ass person that doesn't watch hentai, anime, or anything, and you're trying to explain to them why Lollicon's totally fine and you like it, blah. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, well, you're gross. And then that's it. You know, you can't, yeah, it's hard. It's very hard. You know? So I don't know if I'd pick that hill to die on, in my opinion. Right. Renee says at least 5 or 10, and I can stop there. I bench 315, but I think I bench 350 if I keep pace. Well, depends on if you're on gear. You should be able to hit it if you're on gear, maybe. As far as 5 to 10 pounds, yeah, you can easily cut that. Now, cutting weight and then gaining strength and bench is going to be kind of hard. I lose 70 pounds of bench when I cut. So it's going to be really hard. It's typically really hard to gain strength whilst cutting. So that's going to be hard. I don't know. You're going to have to clean bulk. You might lose a little weight if you clean bulk, but clean bulking is like the worst thing in the world. I can't do it. I will never do it. I will never do it again because it makes me want to put a shotgun right up on my killer. Oof. Thank you, Renee. You can cut 5 to 10 pounds in 3 months with ease, but increasing your bench at the same time is going to be brutally hard. Shit, I've cut 22 pounds so far on my cut. 22 pounds. And I went from a 405 bench because I was doing 395 every chest day, and I hit 405 twice this year. I'm down 22 pounds, and I can barely bench 355. Barely. All right. Anyways, let's continue. Thank you, Rev. Renee, I love you. Appreciate you.
Maybe just even ignore it from now on. But then we had this video. And basically, to achieve what we're doing today, we're going to have to talk about some hentai, which seems fitting because if there was tags applied to this situation, it would be mind break, because this topic has mind broken Mudahar to the point where he's saying some pretty unhinged, crazy stuff, including making a whole 40-minute video about this topic where he is, of course, disavowing Nux Taku over this subject. So, as I said, the video is now private, but there are re-uploads all over the place.
Yeah, Mutahar immediately privated this video, probably because all the backlash from like the Lolicon community, which is, you know, definitely going to happen, right?
We're going to start with this clip right here, where he's basically giving kind of the general intro to what we're going to talk about today.
But to go back to it, Nux Taku is a former collaborator, a former friend of mine. And I mean, really a former friend of mine, because some of the stuff that I've seen over here is disgusting enough that I really can't continue a friendship. And I really can't, like, again, excuse some of my behavior watching some of this content as well.
So he makes it very clear from the intro that he is largely disavowing Nux Taku thanks to the fictional content he has consumed and the fictional content he has shared with other content creators, including Mudahar himself. And this is supposed to be another angle of the video where Mudahar is taking accountability for his role in consuming some of this content he believes is illegal. So this is where there's a bit of a longer clip. This goes on for about a minute, but I think it's really important to listen to because he sets up some wild standards that end up basically being self-sabotage.
And again, when I was working with Nux, a lot of the things we did talk about was being anti-Loli in that situation. And Nux very much made it clear to me that he was anti this stuff as well, too. And he still maintains it to this day. But the kind of stuff that he showed us was anime knee summer.
Now, inside the video, inside Nux's presentation, it kind of came off as like just a cursed little hentai. And the reality of it is I never really watched his collaboration. But if you take the name that knee summer has had and put it into my anime list, which I realistically should have done at the time, you can see the synopsis is Yuta Yamayuchi is a average high school student, right? So right there, I'm not going to play the whole semantics. Oh, is this really loli game? Like, I don't even care if somebody is like 18 or on the cusp of like turning 19. At the end of the day, high school can very much involve a minor. And when you scroll down and go to the
so that's really all we got to hear. And
yeah, so this is what one of my biggest takeaways from the whole situation is, you know, Mudahar is basically, I can understand at a certain level, I can understand where someone will be hyper weirded out about lolicon that is, you know, depicts quite literally just a small little child. I mean, I get why somebody would be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But being like, oh, a character 18, 19, like that's lolicon and it's gross. Like, what? 18 or 19, bro? 18 or 19? What? Bro, that's going to get the lolicon community all over you. 18 or 19? What? Because he says this. He says 18 bordering on 19. I'm like, that's like an adult. And also keep in mind, this is hentai. This is not people. This is drawings, right? So yeah, I don't know, taking a little far there, you know. She was below 35, you sick fuck.
In terms of this point, but he makes several standards here, right? So he's talking about this video that Nux had him react to, and he thinks that it contains lolicon by his own definition, and that makes it bad. And he sets up the standard about high school students in high school settings and things like that. So number one, I do believe that you should care about the definition of a term you're using to chastise others. Okay, he makes it clear that he's kind of just making up his own definition of lolly as he goes, but still feels strong enough to use that self-created definition to cancel other people. That seems a bit irresponsible to me. And if you want a correct definition, I don't care what some Twitter spurg says and their misinformation surrounding the topic, because there is so much misinformation surrounding this topic. Lolly is a very simple definition. It is a petite body type in anime and manga. That's it. It comes along with cute aesthetics. It has nothing to do with age. Twitter has filled people's minds with a lot of misinformation on the topic. And if you want,
I got to be completely honest here, and we're going to flip on to the other side of the fence for a second. When someone is defending something that is hyper controversial, and you say the word misinformation like 600 times when you're defending it, you look so suspicious and guilty that it's like fucking earth shattering. I'm just putting that out there. And I'm not saying that anybody's guilty of anything. I'm just saying, do not say, bro, there's just so much misinformation about this topic, and everybody's just spreading misinformation. Bro, you just sound, you're making, like I said, normal people that are ingesting this content, completely normal people that have no idea about, example, lolicon, non-lolicon, anime, hentai, any of the people involved. If they have no idea what's going on and they hear the person defending the subject matter and saying misinformation like 12 times in a single sentence, bro, they will immediately not believe you. Because misinformation is a word that was used by the hyper extreme left that doesn't even really exist anymore. They like got killed off immediately, like a damn end of a damn Lord of the Rings movie or something, or Game of Thrones, better yet. That word was used by those people to quite literally just say things that were true and label them as not true because they wanted to benefit politically, i.e. 95% of COVID shit was labeled misinformation and then revealed later, even by the CDC, to be completely true. Therefore, people were like, oh, wow, so that word means nothing. So when you're defending a very controversial topic, definitely don't use the word misinformation. And I'm not disagreeing with Rev at all here. I'm just saying, definitely don't use the word misinformation, because normal ass people have been engineered to hear that word and be like, I believe the opposite of whoever's saying this word. You know, so every normal person that has no idea what lolicon is are going to not believe Rev right here. They're like, oh, don't believe this guy at all. He's using the word, you know. So, right. And also, yeah, the definition is a petite body type, a cute body type. But I'm also going to flip on the other side just a little and be like, it is naive, and it's a little naive to claim that people are not interested in that for that reason, right? There's a large portion of these people that are into it for the exact reason you think they're into it. It's not illegal. Keep that in mind, but they're into it for that reason. And to say that that's not at all like that, a little naive. It's just petite, bro. No, yeah, I mean, I get it. That's the definition. But like, a lot of these people are definitely into it for that reason. And to act like they're not is hyper naive. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. You know, in my opinion.
On proof of that, here's like the easiest example, right? Rebecca from Cyberpunk. She's in her 20s. She is unequivocally a lolly. No one can question that. That is literally what she is. Even Studio Trigger, one of the most legendary anime studios out there, categorizes her as that term. This is not a debate. Unfortunately, like I said, Twitter has spread so much misinformation that this very simple term has been manipulated into something used to weaponize outrage about fictional content, to cancel people and what have you. But anyways, we also see Mudahar set up this definition about these high school students. Even when these characters are 18 or on the cusp of being 19, it doesn't matter. It's still falling under this lolicon definition of his because of the school uniforms and the school setting, which is not just pretty a reach to say the least, but also it's incredible self-sabotage. I mean, one of the worst cases of self-sabotage I have seen in quite some time, because in this video that Nux showed, of course, there was those high school students, and his outrage over that would be fine if it wasn't for the fact that his self-described favorite hentai is Dropout. And if you can't see it from the image...
Look at this freaking face. Look at this freaking face. Mr. Gamer says Lolicon's legal. Is Lolicon legal? I don't think it is. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Is Lolicon illegal? In the United States. Fuck. Let's see. It says Lolicon is considered a genre of fictional media where young girls appear to be in sexual context. Anime describes all types of anime work. Simply put, lolly is a type of Japanese anime depicting underage cartoon characters in sexually explicit situations. See, that's a different definition from what Rev gave, but this is just a random article. It says under the Protection Act of 2003, obscene images depicting minors are considered child content. While lolly does not depict actual children, the act was passed to make virtual child stuff illegal. Beep, 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 beep. In California, Penal Code 311 PC is the statute making child content illegal. This law does not explicitly include obscene materials related to lolicon. However, since it's illegal under federal law, if you watch or possess lolly in California, you could face federal. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. That's very interesting. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. I did not know the rules and parameters behind it. I've never researched any of this. I've just like saw examples of it in the past. I was like, yeah, I'm not into that. Not into that. So, you know what I'm saying? All right. Beep, beep, beep. Let's look up the exact definition of lolicon for the boys in blue. It says in Japanese culture, lolicon or roricon is a genre of fictional media which focuses on young-looking characters, particularly in a sexual, suggestive, or erotic manner. The lolicon complex also refers to a desire and affection for such characters and their fans, associated mainly with the stylized imagery of manga, anime, and video games. Lolicon in otaku culture is generally understood as distinct from desires to realistic depictions of young girls or real young girls as such, and is associated with mo, or affection for fictional characters, often bushido, cute girl characters. Okay. I want a definition. That kind of doesn't, it's kind of a very loose definition. Let's Wiktionary. All right, let's see what this says. This definition's fucked. This definition's kind of fucked. This definition says lolicon, noun, attraction to young, typically prepubescent girls or the fictional depictions thereof. Ooh, damn. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. What is this? Wiktionary? Okay, let's try a different one. All right, lolly. Let's do that. A young or young-looking girl in a Japanese anime or manga. Okay. There's also Peter Lolly, who is a rugby player. So, you know. All right, anyways, let's move on. It's hard to get an actual definition of this, huh? Interesting. So, like, okay, so since we've educated ourselves just a little bit, you know, with the good old-fashioned Google, right? What definition is correct? So, like, is Rev's definition correct? Because Rev says lolicon is a petite-looking woman. That's it, right? But several definitions that I looked up all point to, like, an attraction and, you know, fictional characters that are prepubescent. So, like, what is it? It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. Very hard to say, in my opinion. I'm not into the lolicon, so I'll take it all at face value. But it's hard to say, man. You know, because it seems to me that people may, and this is just me like thinking out loud, it seems to me that people may pick whatever definition makes them look the less sus and just say that's the definition. You know, I don't know. Fuck, you know. Anyways, Squid says, how am I supposed to take a guy almost as gay as Lofty seriously? Oh, where is Lofty? God. I wonder what's going on with him, dude. Thank you, Squid. Thank you, Squid. Junebug. The Shotokan is a better definition. I've heard that too. I've definitely heard that one. Is Shota like it's the boy version, right? Anyways, thank you, June. Junebug. The woman you follow on Insta named X Mitzi Cosplay as a lolly. The woman you follow on Insta named X Mitzi. All right, let me look. X Mitzi. I follow a girl named X Mitzi. X Mitzi. You know, sometimes I get drinking. You know how it is sometimes. X Misty. X Mitzi. Okay. Mitzi. Hey, yeah, I know that. Oh, I don't follow this girl. I have seen this girl before. Wait, maybe it's the other. Oh, she has a bunch of different different accounts. Yeah. Yeah, I see her on my feed sometimes. I followed her like a long time ago. I thought she was cute. I never explored further. I should have though. Thank you, Jimbo. Well, this is an interesting time to join. What's up, Michael Maroots? How you doing, buddy? That's a good theory, Cody. As turn map works in the same way. Yeah, you know. All right, real quick. Make sure you like the stream. We're halfway through the Rev video. Let's pull up the campaign real quick since we're going hard. Keep in mind, boys, we're 8 backers from 240. I'd love to get to 235 tonight. We are 3,200 from $40,000. Biggest kicker. I released the paint scheme today. If you have not been paying attention, I released the paint scheme for our Daytona car. We have 3 die casts left. 3 die casts left. 3 out of 50. We've already sold them all. It also comes with the VIP tickets, your name on my car for a year, all 3 books signed, and a Salty t-shirt and a Cecil print. All of it. Don't miss out. This diecast will never be manufactured again. Okay? Again. All right. Don't forget. Very important, and it goes towards all our goals, and it helps your boy out. If you've already backed it and you just want to contribute to it, you can scroll down right here. If you're just wanting to be just a pure-ass simp, and you can hit make a contribution and hit continue. Just do not tip Indiegogo because it will try to make you. Just hit no tip, $0. Custom tip, $0. All right. Anyways, let's continue, boys, with the Mudahar drome. Mudahar.
From that content, she is wearing a high school uniform because the entire premise of this hentai is high school students in a high school setting. And I could scroll to the right because there's tags included in this image. And I would just have to censor my whole screen. Here's some of the tags, right? There's a high school girl uniform, high school boy uniform. There's R wording in this. There's chloroform. There's snuff. There's other tags like vomit and scat. Like to the normie side of the internet, which is probably the type of people who are, you know, in Mudahar's circle, that's a pretty hardcore set of content right there. Okay. And it contains the exact thing that he is canceling Nux for by his own definition. And if you don't trust me, I mean, you can listen to him talking about this only a few years ago.
It was Dropout. That was the name. Dropout. Don't. So basically the premise is it's like if you're not smart, like if you're not a smart chick, they turn you into like a like a public urinal, or like you just get fucked.
You get the point. Okay. He's describing the plot. It is something that by his own definition is something worthy of losing a friendship over, a business relationship over. So I think that level of hypocrisy and self-sabotage in that 1 minute section of the video was already enough to really scale back any sort of point he was trying to make. But let's move on to the next section. I stated earlier in the video that a lot of people point out the fact that he consumes these cartel execution videos. And right here, he addresses that point directly.
Now, obviously, I want to address some other like power round.
Before we even get into that, those things are gross. Like the execution stuff. I accidentally saw one. Keep in mind, I'm like old. So I was here during the days of like 2002 and 2003 and 2004 4chan shit. And you would just click a thumbnail and it would just immediately somebody's getting their head cut off. Oh, I accidentally saw one when I was like 14 or 15 and never again. I do not know how people watch like execution and gore videos, like real ones. Oh, nah, man, whatever you're into, but that I don't get it. I just don't get that. That's awful. It just ruins my whole damn week, you know.
Criticism before we end this off. Lol, fuck Muta. Dude's been a hypocrite forever as well. Dude virtue signals over cartoons, but loves watching beheading videos. So I want to also address this statement as well. Now, on the podcast, I talked about a morbid curiosity that I have with like beheading videos, like cartel stuff on the internet. And I feel like I have to explain this a little bit more. My morbid curiosity comes from the fact that for a long time, for years at this point, I've been looking into the Mexican drug war. And if you
Okay, so he'll go on to clarify that a little bit more, but I think it's just an unbelievable level of copium where he's trying to say his morbid curiosity towards this subject is one from an investigation sort of view, right? He's trying to investigate this topic, which is odd because it's like you're not law enforcement. It doesn't give you the right to consume any illicit content you want. And on top of that, like that sort of justification could be used for a lot of different illicit content people want to consume online. And again, at the end of the day, we're thinking too hard about this, right? I just don't think people want to be virtue signaled at about fictional content from a guy who can stomach and go through videos of real life people being brutalized in horrific ways. Okay, I think it's really not that complicated. But the next clip we're going to watch involves some of the blind spots he had towards Nux and possibly other people, but let's listen to what he had to say.
So, all right, real quick on that point. Here's one aspect of this I don't really care for in Rev's response. And that's the driving the point home, like saying fictional content over and over and over to kind of devalue what any normal person would see and judge it as, right? Yeah, I get it. And the clarification is probably needed, a couple times. But saying, fictional content over and over and over. Okay, so first things first, really. Okay, first things first. If you have to put a disclaimer on content that it's fictional, therefore not illegal because fictional, then why does it have to be explained in the first place that it's not a young girl, it's a petite girl, right? So it's almost like they cancel each other out. If you have to say it's a petite girl, you don't have to say fictional content because you don't need two doubles. Like two deniers of why you defend the content. You only need one, right? A, they're petite. Okay, there's your definition of lolly. Therefore, it's fine, right? Or B, it's fictional content. Therefore, it doesn't matter if it's young girls. So eat my ass, right? So that I focus on language a lot in these kind of things, right? So when I hear somebody saying like one of those double denying statements were like, oh, it's fictional, therefore if it's young it doesn't matter, also it's not young so it doesn't matter, and I'm like, okay, which is it, right? Which is it? So it's one of those things that Rev is speaking from a place of hardcore defending lolicon because Rev probably enjoys lolicon, I would imagine. Fuck, right? I don't know, but I mean, if you're defending the hell out of it, you probably enjoy it, I would imagine. Shit, I don't know. I don't, not putting words in anybody's mouth, but if you're defending the living hell out of it, you have to also kind of use the perspective of like a normal person, right? If a normal person saw like the most hardcore example of lolicon, how would they feel? And that's how you need to contextualize it in your brain when you're delivering it to people, right? So like if you pull up a video and you're like, this is fictional, also petite, and then they pull it up and it looks like a 6-year-old like an anime character and they're getting just wrecked, right? A normal person that's never seen anything like that's gonna be like, what the fuck am I watching? Holy shit, right? The same way they would feel if they saw somebody get beheaded. They'd be like, holy shit, what the fuck am I watching, right? It's just, somebody that's already into it for whatever reason they're into it, defending it from that standpoint is hard for normies. Now, granted, keep in mind, Rev's entire audience is probably like the same way, so it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to explain from a different perspective, but yeah. Anyways. Roger says, I don't think he's defending it, but actually explaining what lolly is. See, the issue, Roger, is if you try to research any definition of lolly, you don't get the same definition from what people that defend lolly give. So that's what's kind of hard to like kind of rectify for me. Now, granted, keep in mind, I don't give a damn. I'm not interested in lolly nor anime or anything. Also, I don't think you're fucking fucked up, or I don't care if who watched. I don't care. I'm just covering the topic. But obviously I'm going to research the definitions around and the parameters around what makes lolicon, and I cannot find a definition that matches what everybody says that defends it, right? It's kind of it's hard to find the definition that people keep saying, right? Every single definition that you research says depicting a prepubescent or young girl in fictional cartoons or whatever. Every single one, every website, every single, like they all say like a similar thing. But then when you hear somebody defending lolicon, they'll be like, "Oh, dude, it's just a petite woman that's totally like 29 years old." And I'm like, why does nothing ever say? Why does it only? It's what the fuck? It's hard to rectify in my brain. I'm trying to figure it out, right? So, anyways, let's continue.
So again, I don't really watch a lot of content creators that I collaborate with, and nobody really does, okay? Like at the end of the day, when it came to Nux's channel, here I'm signed on with my actual YouTube account, and if it's one thing that you'll see, usually under videos, there'll be like a red bar. I don't have a red bar under basically any of these videos. I think the only video I have an actual red bar in this is probably, I showed YouTubers the most cultured clips, which I actually browsed through just for the sake of, again, this video.
Okay, so he says some things that are right generally, but they're not correct specifically when referring to Nuxtaku. So yes, I agree with him when he says that a lot of content creators don't watch the content of people they associate with online, whether it's like someone they follow or maybe
I don't. I only watch content of somebody that's having a meltdown. My content is very, very random. It's like welding or like cars and stuff. Right? That's hard to say. It's hard to say. Beep, 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 beep. You would be right, Camelot, because Rev's definition was the definition of Lolita, not the same as lolicon. Cheritar says Lolita is the body type, not lolicon. Okay, so who holds the authority of the definition? Right? Because we have to have a definition of the thing before we judge people on whether or not it's gross, frowned upon, okay, or totally cool. Who holds the authority on the definition? Because I don't think that people that consume and or defend the content should just be able to hold the definition for it because they defend it, right? And I'm not saying their definitions are wrong or anything, but I'm having a lot of trouble finding a definition for it that isn't kind of like rough, right? That's the issue. It's hard to find the actual definition. Every time somebody that defends it gives their definition of it, it's like, oh, it's totally fine. It's just like a small looking, totally normal character. But then when you look at any research about it, nothing even implies that it's like that. And I'm like, okay, who the fuck is right here? Who's right? Who is the right person here? Right? Because everybody in chat that will like say what they enjoy it or they are defending it, they'll say in the chat what their definition is, and then I'll look up the definition and it's not even remotely close. And I'm like, okay, well, who's right? Junebug, Lolita is a fashion. Also, the definition is the Shotokan definition because it's the same one that Rev definition is. Shotokan. Okay, let me Google that real quick. But now here's the issue, Junebug. If the actual definition is Shotokan, shouldn't they say Shotokan instead of lolicon? Shotokan. Oops. Shotokan definition. Shotokan. Okay. Shotokan definition is the attraction to young boy characters or media centered around this attraction. The term refers to a genre of manga and anime wherein prepubescent or pubescent male characters are depicted in a suggestive or erotic manner, whether in the obvious role of attraction or the less apparent role of subject. That just sounds like the same definition. Unless I'm dumb as hell. Thank you, Junebug. I might be dumb. Keep in mind, I'm not involved in the culture, so I'm just trying to go by. See, this is this is the thing. I'm like trying to look at it and explain it from a normie perspective, right? All right, here we go.
maybe even friends with, they're not going to consume every single video they upload. And I think that's true. Like, I'm mutuals on social media with a lot of people. We're content creators. I might have seen like 1 or 2 videos or a small snippet of what they do. I am not sitting there watching every single video they upload. That's just the reality. There's not infinite hours in the day to do stuff like that. So yeah, some things could slip through the cracks here and there. But Nuxtaku to Mudahar is not just some Twitter mutual or a random guy they kind of barely know, right? This is someone who he was friends with. This is someone who he collabed with. It wasn't just one video that he was reacting to that hentai with. There was many videos. I can count at least a handful of collab videos they did on Nuxtaku's main channel. And also they ran a podcast together. So you didn't even look at this guy's channel. It's not like you had to watch the videos. Just scroll through the thumbnails and you would see stuff left and
Yeah, a little sus there. It's a little sus. It is a little sus, you know. Shadowbane says so. Gamers, I don't think so.
right. That would probably upset someone with the sort of disgust they have for certain fictional content. On top of that, I do find it kind of hard to believe that he hasn't been exposed to some of these controversies, especially someone who was friends with Nuxtaku, whether it's some of the thumbnail drama and all that stuff and the hypocrisy on the subject of Lolly, but also some of his bigger controversies like the Taiga controversy, for example, which would be covered in this video. He would actually mention what happened with Taiga as a way to show that Nux isn't a very good person. And there's really a lot to say here. If you don't know the Bungo Taiga situation, I'll put a link to one of my videos in the description if you want to check out that whole thing. But he is now bringing this up in this video, acting like this is the first he's ever heard of the Nux and Taiga controversy.
To go over a bit of their controversy, in summer 2022, Taiga was accused of grooming. They made a tweet longer where they reviewed the allegations and called them false. Later, an updated Google Doc was created that had evidence that not only were these allegations fake, they were deliberately created by ex-moderators and spread by a stalker of Taiga. So again, this is the Google Doc in question. Now again, I have no idea about this controversy whatsoever. I'm only bringing this up because it was actually a big point of contention for someone like Nux.
So he goes on to talk about the situation a bit. And if you don't know, very briefly, Nux called Taiga a predator based on allegations he had heard at the time. Those allegations were debunked by an independent investigator later on. And Nux made a pinned comment basically saying he would possibly readdress this whole situation if he was found innocent, which Taiga was, but he never really addressed it fully for many, many years. And over the course of basically 2 full years, this was an ongoing controversy that caused a lot of damage to the reputation of Taiga unfairly. And Nux still to this day really hasn't fully acknowledged. He's tried to apologize over the summer when this flared up again, but he really didn't do a very good job of it, at least to most people. But this is something that, like I said, been going on for 2 years consistently. A lot of people look at the Shoujo drama and that controversy.
Man, that's one thing. I'll give you guys some advice. Don't use Discord ever. Don't use Discord and don't get hyper close. If you're a creator, obviously, don't get hyper close with any of these people. Like any people that may watch you or anything, do not get close to these people. Within reason, obviously, and don't use Discord because these allegations they will always come at you. They're always going to come. They're going to come at you no matter what creator you are from somebody. Shit has happened to me before and I squashed it so fast. I squashed it so fast that no one ever heard about it. Because you gotta be on your toes. I'll give you a little context for that here in a second. Junebug says Lolly in Spanish culture means Lady of Sorrows. Well, I mean, I will say I don't think Lollycon is Spanish. I'm pretty sure Lollycon is Japanese. So using the Spanish definition probably isn't really relevant. You know what I'm saying? You said that as I'm tabbed out looking at Discord. Hey, what's up, Lori? Okay, so here's the issue with I'll give you some context for that. I'm not going to name names at all. Obviously, I would never do that because the person, it's been a long time now. Okay. So anyways, talk to people in Discord, all that stuff, talk to people online. I used to be really open. I would answer DMs, talk to people. Went to a convention, met up with people, no big deal, go home. Okay. Well, this individual was extremely angry. And I shouldn't say angry, but I should say desperate and angry. Sure, whatever, who cares? That I would not be in a relationship with them. Because they felt a connection, they felt close to me in like my presence of an actual being in my presence. I was pretty shocked by this. They were like message me, and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry you feel that way." Blah blah blah. And they were freaking the hell out, man. It was Cecil, yeah. No one's ever heard about this, by the way, except for like one or two of you probably ever. And this person started contacting everybody on the planet, trying to insinuate that I was a bad person. Keep in mind, it was very innocent. It's a very innocent thing. Anyways, so this person messages me this wall of text and says that they are going to claim that I raped them if I don't basically give in and be in a relationship with them. And it was on Snapchat. So I screenshotted it. Obviously. I guess they thought I wouldn't screenshot it because of Snapchat. No, I screenshotted the living shit out of that. As soon as I screenshotted that, they asked me, holy shit, why'd you screenshot that? And it ended in 10 seconds. And they never said anything about it again. And I didn't talk to him probably for 2 years. That was it. That was it. Hey, Art the Clown. Yeah, you do know who it is. Yeah. So these things will happen if you're a creator. They always do. And my advice to you is just don't even talk to anybody. Don't go out and drinking with anybody. And definitely do not use Discord and get close to people if you're a creator. Because somebody parasocially will see something to gain and they will try to destroy you. And I have just a little bit too much to lose nowadays to even risk that. So I stay at home and do nothing all the time, all day, every day. Get on my ass. Get on it, doggone. When I watch Muta, I could literally smell him. Coriander, cumin, sweat, and greasy bill. He's gross. I don't know if I agree. I think it's the hair. His hair is always messed up, right? And I feel the same way about Nick Rekieta. I don't think he's smelly, obviously. I'm saying like he just always looked disheveled. Every time he'd start a stream, his hair is like over here, completely messed up and matted. And I'm like, bruh, put a hat on or comb your hair or something. That's what I do. Either I shower and like wash my hair, or I just put a hat on. Right? I feel like that's a little easier, but I always smell good. Thank you, Art. Even when I don't shower for like a week. Helena says, new series idea. You already had GameStop horror stories. Now make a series of content, creator parasocial horror stories. I only have like one or two. I guess I could cover other people's. Yeah. How's your hair tonight? Oh, it's destroyed. That's why there's a hat, Jenny. What's up? Thank you, Helena. All right, let's continue. Sorry, guys. I wanted to get on. I wanted to tell you guys about that. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, we are farmers. There are 3 diecast tier VIPs left. Only 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. That is it. And we are sold out forever. No more diecast will be available to you ever again of this car. 52 limited run. 3 left. Don't miss it. Also comes with all the books, the t-shirt, the VIP tickets to a race, your name on all my NASCAR race cars for a year, and the Cecil print and the diecast. Do not miss it, baby. Yeah. Yeah. And also go back to book if you have not. It really helps out. We've already hit almost $37,000. Get on it, doggone it, which is about 11 more than I thought we'd make. So I appreciate that. And it's only 6 days in. Give it some love. If you've already backed it, go just hit the contribute button. Do not tip Indiegogo, you bastards. Get on it, doggone it. Please help your boy out. And I appreciate all the support thus far. You guys are the goats. All right. Never liked Curry Cream Keemstar. Oh my word. A booby mouse pad. Oh yeah. A booby mouse pad? Shit. Derp. What if I touch my baby and I don't like regards? Regards. Yeah, just don't do it, man. Deep Pastry says lolly is lolly or lolita in Japanese is 100% based on European language definition. So the Spanish definition matters. Lolicon is the dirty map crap. Okay. So what you're saying is people definitely should not call it lolicon, right? Keep in mind we have to look at it from a normie perspective. I feel like I have to repeat this a lot. We have to really pay attention to the normie perspective. Because if you're like saying there's like 8 different definitions for each word all over the place, like you're going to confuse normal people and they're just gonna be like, well, if you're defending this badly, you must be a pedo, right? So like, I wish there would be a consensus. You know, it's hard.
Controversy with Nux. And they think that's the biggest thing he's faced. Maybe in some ways, I think it was the most explosive controversy he was a part of, but the Tyga situation might be the biggest because it's taken place for 2 years and it regularly flares up like it did over the summer. So I have a hard time believing Mudahar has never heard about this until now, especially since the first attempt at an apology by Nux, the first time he addressed it was about a year after he initially called Tyga a predator in a collab video with Moist Critical. He did that on the Some Ordinary podcast. He referred to making mistakes with that situation. It was very vague, But again, how do you not know this ever happened? I mean, it's either just putting on blinders, like he said, he's been putting on blinders to people he's friends with, or the worst possibility is that he's only bringing this up now to disparage Nux, which shows he doesn't really care about the situation. If
you know what is kind of interesting to me? What's kind of interesting to me is why this even happened in the first place. Like Muta kind of just uploaded this video, which he immediately deleted or privatized, about the Nux situation and throwing Nux under the bus for like lolicon allegations. And I'm like, why did any of this need to happen? Right? This is what I've been trying to reconcile for a while now. You know? Who's your favorite author? Blackwater Ted says, I love the writings of Drew P. Balls. I think I like my favorite author is Michael Kunt. I think Michael Kunt's my favorite. Thank you, Blackwater. I appreciate you, dude.
that's the truth. If he really did know about this beforehand, but if he didn't, at the very least, he's been having very active blinders to some of the controversies that Nux has been a part of. And this whole question of bringing up things during this video, there was a question of why do this at all, right? Like, why even bring up any of this stuff to begin with? And I think it becomes pretty obvious that there's been a big flare-up of people calling out Mudahar and his connection to Nux and some of the collabs he did with him, thanks to a Reddit post that was blowing up. He made the cardinal mistake of caring what Reddit thinks.
But one of the clips that I saw, one of the things.
Well, there's our question answered. So apparently it's happened because people on Reddit were calling him out for these issues with Nux. So he decided to throw it under the bus. Now, I got to say something real quick. Why would anyone give a damn about what Reddit thinks? Reddit unironically will like defend maps and get upvotes, and you'll get banned for saying anything negative about it. Reddit is probably the hyper shithole of the planet, and I don't know why anybody would ever go there again. Like, I can understand every outlet, like X, Facebook, random forums. I get it. I cannot reconcile in my brain Reddit. You know, people on Reddit will literally be like, I was thought I was trans and decided I wasn't after I, got older, and they will ban you and that you'll be downvoted into oblivion just for giving an honest like thought process. It's a weird place, man. Have you seen Pantry's vids? They're unreasonably entertaining. The guy's channel blew it. Pantry. Send me one in DMs, derp on like Twitter or something. Thank you, dude. I love you, man. All right, let's continue.
Things shared was resurfaced video of Oompaville, Some Ordinary Gamers, and Nuxtaku watching Loli together on a Discord call. So when I see this kind of stuff, it blows me, and obviously it flashbangs anybody, and I want to definitely have a talk about it and really explain to you exactly what this is, what it's about, give you my side of the perspective, and again, take accountability where accountability needs to be fucking taken.
So yes, you can see this was the intro of the video, but he makes it clear that this post is what drove him into this, and I do probably believe that is the truth. I think this is what made him or motivated him to make this video. I think it's pretty clear. It got under his skin, and a lot of other content creators have been coming for him, even calling Mudahar a predator and all these things for the content he was exposed to while reacting to those videos with Nuxtaku. And it really begs the question of who was this video for? Was this video for entertainment and the entertainment of his audience? Or was this to quell concerns among his colleagues and really like commentary channels, generally speaking? And I think it's the latter. And I think if he had a more level-headed reaction to this whole situation, clearly this was a very emotionally charged video. I think if he went with a clearer head, he wouldn't have made this video. When you get to a point...
Yeah, I think... Well, here's the issue. I don't understand... And this is the way I kind of choose to, tackle things. Granted, because I don't really care to look. Okay. Like, people used to send me videos of somebody making like a hate video, and I don't even want... I've never cared. I've never cared. Don't care at all what people think. And I decided that I think I was 16 years old when I decided I didn't care what people thought. And that was it. That was the end of it for me. So when people say negative things online or, oh, you wreck your car, blah, 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 you're stupid and ugly, I hate you. That's never bothered me, never will. So I don't really, I look at it and I just scroll past it, it's whatever. But some people feel the need to like address every little thing. And all it does is make them look almost kind of weak. You're letting like random ass faceless people get under your skin that bad, right? And that's the issue, I think.
Point where you're making a video not for entertainment or the informing your audience of a situation or anything like that, when it becomes like a an airing out of personal grievances against people or things like that, that tends to have a bad reaction. And the reaction from the people to Mutahar when his video was still up was very largely negative. The majority of comments were negative. There was a heavy dislike ratio. I think it was very
That's not true.
clear that people were just not really impressed by a 40-minute video.
The dislike ratio was like 81% likes, 19% dislikes. So that's just unequivocally not true, unless it changed the second before he deleted it. Because I watched it when he posted it, like a couple hours maybe after, and it was like 81% like, 19% dislike. And the next time I checked it, which was probably an hour later, it was gone. So that's not true.
Video attacking someone over fictional content, attacking to the point where you end a friendship and a business relationship over it. But there's also this is the post that I'm referring to, by the way. I'm a little scattered here with all these tabs open, but this was the post on Reddit if you're curious. But this is the conclusion of the video. So let's listen to his final thoughts and kind of how he wraps up everything in this video.
At the end of the day, I make fuck ups. Human beings, we all make fuck ups. I think choosing how you acknowledge those fuck ups, that goes a long way. And how I choose to acknowledge this fuck up is basically, again, by completely being 100% transparent, honest with you, shedding light on things like the podcast shutting down. And ultimately, I want to move past this, leave this behind, and really just sort of end this on a note where at least I get my side of the story out for the last.
So obviously, he harps on taking accountability a lot during this video, and then the video goes private. So kind of like, what was the point of all of this? Yeah. I'm not quite sure, but he would make a community post on YouTube.
So this is important. So he obviously he privatized the video, which we saw, which kind of is weird. You know, that doesn't really make much sense why he even put the video out in the first place. So he says, regarding the last video about Nux, while I can't be a friend after some of the recent things that surfaced, I do feel I did an overreaction that stemmed from being emotional on the reaction from the community on Reddit, which makes me lose any type of respect. No, I shouldn't say any, because that's stupid. It makes me lose respect for Mudahar, that the fact that he even goes to Reddit at all. Because I feel like Mudahar kind of has based and sometimes pretty good takes. Sometimes bad ones, but sometimes pretty good base takes. And the fact that he goes to Reddit at all for any reason, like, it's like shocking to me. I'm like, why? You're a full-grown male adult. Why are you going to Reddit and getting angry at it? It's weird. That doesn't make sense to me. I've been watching my content for the past few weeks, and I've realized my channel has slipped into a slop channel. I have more drama-related content over the last several months than I have fun, engaging, and informative content, which is quite literally almost, it's like a paraphrased version of what Asmongold said. That includes producing videos that don't release daily. I need to take more time and release content a couple times a week that stand in quality and not quantity. I don't do this for a job, so honestly, going out of my way to constantly chase trends has done nothing beneficial for me other than alienate my most hardcore fan. Bullshit. I don't do this for a job. Yeah, bullshit. I need to take a few days off and reset and produce better content that isn't the latest trends or internet drama. While that produces a good view count, it's not the kind of content I want to be known for. I'll be back with it, with the content I'm proud of. In regards to past collaborations, all I can do is apologize and promise to do better. I don't see why any of this was needed. Also, real quick, yeah, bullshit. That almost reminds me of that one female streamer. Oh, it doesn't mean anything to me. $20 million. Don't do this for a job. What's your job, Muta? What's Muta's job? What defines a job? I've made $25 million off my YouTube career. That's not my job, though. My job is making $62,000 a year as a low-level software programmer. Like, what is your job? What is your job? I put out a video every day and are constantly chasing trends and looking up new ideas and on social media all the time. What's your job? What is your job again? Come on, dude. You can't just say something's not your job because you don't think it should. It's not my job. Come on, dude. It's not my job, bro. It's fine. It's not my job. Don't worry. It's not my job. That just seems ridiculous to me. YouTube is my job, right? So he does software and real estate, and he also does YouTube as a job. If YouTube wasn't his job, he wouldn't have millions of subs and put out content every day. It's a job. It's your job. Okay, you can have multiple jobs. You don't claim what job is the job. You know? So like you can look at ad revenue right now on almost any website in the world. There's like 20 websites that estimate, they estimate off of total views. They estimate like an ad revenue, right? I will watch the Nux reaction. Yes. Let's see. Mudahar does not really stream, so it kind of helps out there. God damn. Let's see. Oh yeah. Come on. Don't cough, damn it. All right. So let's see. Let's see how many years active has Mudahar been. Mudahar, Mudahar's been active roughly 5 to 6 years at the capacity. He's making roughly 800 grand a year in ad revenue. So if Mudahar has 0 paid appearances and 0 sponsorship at all, and I mean 0, he's never done a sponsorship, an ad, a paid visit, a convention, or anything paid ever in his career, he's made probably around a good easy $5 million off ad revenue alone. That does not include subscriptions to the channel or super chats. So I think it's kind of like a humble brag if you're saying that the profession that's made you a multi-millionaire is not actually your profession. That's just a little too humble braggy and gay, in my opinion. But that's just me. Anyways, let's continue. Let's watch Nux's reaction. That'd be fun. Nux Taku. All right. God, why has it got to be an hour long? And you know what? That gets annoying when I cover these topics is I have to watch VTubers for fucking hours, and they're like floating avatars, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm just not into this stuff. Just not into any of this, man. All right, here we go. Here we go to save the day. All right, boys, don't forget. All right, do not forget. We are, actually, let me count. We are one red boy from a rainbow night on YouTube, and we are one backer on the book from 235. We're almost there, boys. One backer away, and we have 3 VIPs left. Only 3 VIPs left until it's gone and sold out. Don't miss out on it. Right there, 3 left. Don't forget. Don't miss it. Very important. Go back to book if you can. Back you a tumbler, back you a shirt. And if you can, and if you want to get the diecast, go to a race, have your name on my card, get the shirt, let's get the Cecil print, and get all the books signed. Get the VIP tier. 3 left. Only 3. All right. Let's do it, boys. Let's talk about Nux. See what Nux got to say about all this.
Female gentlemen, we have something of an episode on our hands today. This is my co-host of my newest venture, the Unhinged Talk Show, Hermes. She's tolerable sometimes.
He's lying to you.
And here I am, me. So I made this joke in the first episode of our podcast, whatever you want to call this venture.
First episode.
I made a joke.
Well, are we not allowed to say podcast anymore? What do you mean?
What's wrong with podcast?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you keep saying venture. It's a podcast.
God, VTubers are annoying. All right, let's go. Anyway.
Hanging out, we chilling.
Not a podcast, okay? Podcasts are supposed to be fun and wholesome and not stressful. And you are in the call. Therefore, it is not wholesome nor unstressful.
I am the embodiment of all the words you just said, collided into one
Anyway,
creature.
She's crazy. And I have to say, personally, that on the first episode of our podcast that we did together, I made a joke saying that there's about a 40% chance that Hermes will backstab me.
50.
And then we bumped it up to 50. But ironically...
Yeah, because I was going to fuck him. Yeah, because I was going to fuck him and his wife, so it went up to 50.
It is sped up, McSteller. It is sped up. This is gonna be hard. I'm gonna try to watch as much as I can, but it's gonna be really hard, man. I like the overt, like just sheer like mountain of autism is just hard for me to. Well, like the unfunny, like personality highlight nature of VTubers, where they're not funny even a little bit, and they just like are like electric energy, and that's conveyed as like comedy, but it's not comedy. It's just them being like, oh, that's me. Yeah, that's me. I am that guy. I am the one you're talking about right now. That's me. And that's like supposed to be comedy, but it's just them being like saying the same thing. The only person that's good at it is is Pippa. It's fucking hilarious, right? So like hence the popularity, right?
50.
Are you eating?
Mhm.
You were I was literally talking to you for like the last hour. You weren't eating. We start recording and you're eating.
Pretty much.
Unbelievable.
It's gonna be that kind of everybody take notes, please. I'm just leading the pack. It's gonna be this kind of episode, guys. Everybody get your popcorn. I got sunflower seed. Oh no, my bad. I'm sorry, I lied to you. They're pumpkin seeds that I'm munching on. So any kind of seed, any kind of popcorn, either or.
Pumpkin
just
seeds
get it.
are literally the worst seeds.
Are you
Watermelon seeds are better. Sunflower seeds are better. And you went with pumpkin?
There's no fucking way you put and eat and digest fucking watermelon seeds? What do you mean?
Not from the watermelon. Like, they're dried and they're Can we please get on topic for a second here for just a minute? That's why we call it the Unhinged Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, I don't know how this happens, but every day that we are set to like record an episode of the podcast, something big.
Yeah, their timestamps in the comments. Thank fucking God, dude. How people watch this. Like, nothing against the creators, man. Nothing against the creators, man. Like, I just gotta put that out there. Bro, like, what do you, how do you watch this? Okay, you said there's timestamps? Where the hell timestamps at? Where are the timestamps? Oh, thank you. You're just fucking me. You're just fucking me up right now. You're just fucking me right to hell and back right here. Okay, whatever. Let's just go up. You said 5. Let's do 5.
Pico. Are you familiar?
Maybe.
So Boku no Pico was trending everywhere because everyone, PewDiePie fucking reacted to Boku no Pico. His video's still up and has 14 million views. Like everyone and their mother reacted to Boku no Pico. Now Boku no Pico is it's
wholesome
lolly porn to the
family.
extreme. It's literally a whole family affair because it's a whole family that's having sex with children in this fucking
Oh.
show. It is a nightmare. Like Boku
Okay, I
no
probably
Pico.
don't actually know it.
Yeah.
I was probably playing video games at the time.
Like, but the thing is, everyone reacted to it.
Oh, it's so quirky and funny and cute.
Never reacted to it. Like, somehow that was too weird for me. Okay, looking back, I don't know how that happened because I was making some pretty wild content back then. But for some reason,
the irony.
the irony. Everyone reacted to Boku no Pico, right? PewDiePie, everyone. Now Boku no Pico, that's lolly Shota stuff led to the extreme. Muta said in his video that anything in a high school setting is lolly, and that's just obviously wrong. Lolly is if the character looks either like a petite woman or like a child. But in my opinion, petite women, lolly stuff, whatever. I don't really care. The child stuff rubs me the wrong way for sure. But adult-looking women in a high school being lolly, bro, is the whole fucking My Hero Academia community pedophiles now because someone uploaded, I don't know, Ochako hentai to Rule 34 or something. Obviously, if the character looks like an adult, it's not lolly. That's just a fact. That's not a opinion. But anyway, Muta was getting flamed for associating with me. People were calling him a pedophile, and that's awful, by the way. That's really fucking bad, and it put him in a really bad headspace. And I hated that it was coming from me to the point that before this video or anything came out, I messaged Muta and I told the guy, bro, I totally get you. If you want to stop associating with me publicly and you want to completely cut me off publicly, I hate that you're getting hate because you're associated with someone as controversial as myself who did the unthinkable, being shit posting on the internet 3 years ago.
Yeah, you know my feelings on that one too. I also had a very long novel-sized conversation about that particular statement too.
True. You put me through the ringer whenever I do something altruistic. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Wow, look at you being a wholesome, good guy, trying to be always considerate of other people. Yeah, you need to stop that.
You'll notice I definitely stopped collabing to a large degree just because I hate that other people get hate for me.
I love how like one of these people on this fucking podcast is just like ruffling around in bags and chewing the whole fucking video. Like, can you just not be obese for 2 fucking seconds when you're shooting a video that's controversial and a lot of people are going to be watching and dissecting? Can you not be shuffling around in your fucking sweat and unwashed ass, rifling through a bag of chips and fucking food, you obese pieces of shit? I'm so sick of this. Holy shit. God. Oh, I get it. You have a fucking VTube avatar on. I get it. Maybe take shit a little serious. Jesus fucking crowd. Fucking ring. Like, God, fuck, bro. Jesus. God, shit drives me to the goddamn wall. When I chew ice or ever eat on stream because I'm doing a long stream, like a very, 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 very long stream, I mute my mic. God, Jesus fucking Christ. Who? All right, anyways. Somebody said I skipped the explanation. Well, I went to 5. Somebody said 5. I went to 5. I just went to yeah. All right, anyways.
Associating with me. And
Oh, I
Like,
know.
the thing is, and this is what's the craziest thing in the world. Like, I'll make videos criticizing DEI in video games or whatever, and I'm literally called a Nazi. Not exaggerating that word. And like, from someone whose grandparents are Holocaust survivors, who grew up on Holocaust stories, to be called a Nazi is pretty fucked up. Like, it's pretty crazy. But
The internet doesn't care. People are gonna hate you. People are gonna love you.
And I have gotten to the point that I can definitely see people shitting on me and just not caring. I make content out of it at this point. Like, I don't care that a couple of brainlets on Reddit or Twitter are gonna fucking make fun of me, call me a Nazi or whatever. I completely don't associate with that shit. And see,
as you should. It's the
I
best
know who
mental.
I am. My friends know who I am. My family knows who I am. I don't give a shit if some random people want to cancel me for that.
Your friends asterisks.
You are literally evil. Literally
I know,
evil. Right? This is squashing beef. Okay. So anyway, this got really bad. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just laughing.
Yeah, I don't know why you're here. But anyway, so
Oh, you know exactly why I'm here.
worse.
Yeah, like why did Nux not just do a video about this, talking about it? Like, why is this random, extremely unfunny character here, like just talking and chewing and not adding anything remotely at all to the conversation? It's like
because Hassan Piker, everyone's favorite socialist millionaire, made a insinuated that Mudahar was a pedophile for associating with me. Now that's not random invisible internet people anymore. That's now a content creator with a large audience with probably overlap in their audience because it's a pretty big guy.
With a very vocal. He's very vocal too.
Yeah, he does have vocals. So he did,
as we all hear
he made
all the
something
time.
like that, which I think
we're 8 minutes and 35 seconds in, and this female VTuber chick is still fucking munching on shit, just like this whole time, just still fucking just chewing and shoveling shit down. Yeah, this is why we have a fucking obesity problem, because people like have a compulsion disorder. It's not even about food; it's just compulsion at this point.
it really was the thing that pushed Muta over the edge to a large extent. Now you have not just invisible internet people, but you also have content creators. Now, I said to Mudahar in a call just now, sorry if I'm messing up with the timeline. It's been a pretty stressful day.
Understandable.
Yeah, I just opened up YouTube to a 40-minute hit piece on me from one of my friends.
Not even well done. That's what angers me too.
Whatever, we could get to specifics because like I do want to clear my name on a couple of things, and I know people are going to be upset that I'm calling it a hit piece, but the fact that all these old dramas, like the Taiga drama and the Shadman drama, like these were brought up and have really nothing to do with anything. Like the fact that all this is brought up and like really makes it look like some sort of hit piece, and comparing me to people like Mama Max, like. But anyway, whatever. I don't want to send any hate to Muta. I'm just trying to get the headspace here correct. I'm trying to fucking tell the story because people are going to be asking me nonstop. People are already asking me nonstop when am I responding.
Yeah, see, Nux could have done this alone and it would have been 1,000 times better. I don't know what he was thinking. Because like when he's just talking for a minute, I'm like, all right, here we go. Right.
What am I saying with the story? So I'm trying to do this in a way that does address the situation because people will never stop bothering me and Muta. So I'm just doing this to do my best after a very stressful day. So anyway,
don't worry, and I will also have opinions.
Oh God.
But
yeah,
right now,
Hermes' opinions are coming probably. So anyway, so Hassan makes this verifiably false, slanderous statement insinuating that Muta is a pedophile by being in these collabs with me in the past, which is fucking awful and brutal and despicable of Hassan. And I told Muta when we talked about it, I said, "You're gonna take Hassan's word calling you a pedophile with this much weight? Hassan, the guy that supports terrorists on Twitch, that advocates for the murder of Israeli babies."
There's something about Hassan. Okay, there's something about Hassan where he just like gets you. There's something about Hassan when Hassan goes after a creator, that creator just like falls to their knees and like gives up, and I don't know how and why that happens. It's like Hassan calls you something negative, and people are like, "Please no, Hassan." I'm like, "What? Why do you give a fuck about what Hassan has to say?" It's always been the weirdest thing to me. Like, why do people care about Hassan? Especially people like, and there's a lot of creators that are like, "Oh, Hassan's, he's fun," like big creators. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Right?
Because he calls them settler babies. The guy that denies rapes that happened in October 7th when the UN confirmed that there were rapes that happened in Israel. He's going to deny that shit. Now, this isn't me coming here to start talking politics. I think everyone with two brain cells can agree that innocent people dying is bad. I think that's a pretty based opinion in general.
Pretty universal opinion, I feel like, yes.
I think so. But you're really going to take that guy, that slimy motherfucker that I have videos on, that if you want, you can watch those videos to get my opinion on that. But that guy is the guy that you're going to say, "Oh, he called me a pedophile, so now I have to defend myself." Like, that's the guy? And whatever. Obviously, I don't want to start some sort of Muta Hassan beef, even though that's already kind of going on. But Hassan could beef with me if he wants. I don't really care.
Well, Hassan's not going to beef just with you because he's very aware that it's not going to fucking phase you. Like, you've made it blatantly clear that you're like, whatever. It doesn't matter. So Hassan's going to start beefing with people around you. Like, that's just, it's a tactic.
But Hassan's big tactic, whenever someone criticizes him, the first thing he does is basically slander them to completely misrepresent who they are to his audience, so that when he attacks them, he's already slandered them. Like, there's this commentary guy find Nicholas Diorio, who said something negative about Hassan. And Hassan's like, isn't he the guy that makes alt-right content? Which is like, no, he doesn't. But like, you know, once you already put someone into perspective to be that guy, it's much easier to tear them down. So like,
yeah,
Muta criticizes him for promoting terrorism propaganda on Twitch, and his response is, isn't that the pedophile? Like, didn't say it in those words, but isn't that the guy that watched lolly porn in the Discord calls? You know, that, like, you know, that insinuation, obviously. So, but anyway, with all that shit going down and people criticizing Muta for his association with me, people basically, I don't know, I'm not trying to stir the pot here or anything, but a lot of people stop criticizing me for these things because they see it's like, it's not working. I'm gonna make content out of it. Like, yes, I shit posted online. Yes, I addressed all this on my, if you want to go watch it, I made a 10 years on YouTube video. It is up where I address my mindset, why I've changed my style of content, why I don't do those thumbnails anymore, why I don't do those type of videos anymore, why I don't like doing that shit. I have grown and all that. But that said, it was shit posting on the internet. Let's not get it twisted. It was not anything that wasn't that. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean,
like, bro,
I think
the Boku no Pico era was worse than anything I've ever done.
I think that's kind of the big part about like why you can kind of like when you get hit with stuff nowadays, like it doesn't really stick anymore because you've go figure. Apparently you're an adult in a sea of children because fucking you've literally owned up.
She be simping. She be simping. Is there any more timestamps I should know about? Because it kind of sounds like he just defended Mudahar for shitting on him, which is fine. I mean, that's probably the best thing to do, to be honest. Which might be why Mudahar deleted everything, because he contacted him. He's like, hey, man, I'm sorry you're getting heat. You know, that's an interesting video, but I get it. You know, whatever. That would probably make me delete a video. I'm like, damn, he's not even like going to come back at me. Right. Because, you know, the some people get really, really violently, what's the word? Addicted to like the drama stuff. Because there's dopamine, right? There's dopamine. Mr. Fats, I'm right there with you. That's why I'm asking. There is dopamine hits when other creators are talking about you, right? So Scaramouche says, I don't like Nux for the drama he caused with Tyga. Yeah. So that was covered on the Rev video where he claimed Tyga was like a predator and a groomer, and the allegations that came out were debunked. And Nux never really addressed it, you know, in any way, shape, or form. So that's an issue. Yeah, thank you. I'll pin the link to the top of the chat there. So yeah, I get that perspective as well. But yeah, I got to be completely honest. Very hard to watch this. Need a break from this podcast with Nux and them. I've known about Nux's existence for a long time. I did not. I guess he's fine when he's alone. I don't know. I think the girl just made it way worse because they were just like spurging on, like feeding off each other's spurg energy, and just started being like really awkward and gross. Like two, like a dude and a chick that I've never, like, they're very awkward and like weirdly tense around each other, even though they shouldn't be. Like not natural acting at all. So the lore is interesting though. Yeah, it is, Joseph. It's very interesting stuff. Bizarre drama, yeah. The guy works at Mudahar. He's literally his profile picture. Who? What guy? What guy? Hermes is a new girl he's collabing with. Man, he probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't, man. I don't care how many booby pictures she sends him. He probably shouldn't be doing that shit. Fuck. Tyga still hasn't recovered. That's what I've heard, man. That's what I've heard. I don't know much about the drama other than what I saw in Rev's video. I don't follow VTuber stuff at all. No way, no how. You know. Brandon says that's not true. Nux made more than one apology to Tyga. I made a video forgiving him and moving on. Yeah, I know nothing about that. Charitard says they created a recurrent loop of autism. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. She's there as a heat sink for hate. Well, she just, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Zach, that's a great point, dude. Holy hell, what a great point. You end up just hating her in contrast. That makes a lot of sense, dude. I didn't even fucking think about that. You can skip to the good parts, Roger. Yeah, that's why I was asking where are the good parts. Because I'm not going to be able to watch an hour of that. I will lose a part of myself if I watch that shit. I do not know how y'all do it. You guys are better than you're stronger than men than I to be able to watch that kind of content for long periods. Squid, did you just find two fats who aren't commies? That's unusual. Yeah. I actually had a very long explanation for somebody that actually, yeah, Lori, exactly. It's weird. Somebody that actually has a theory about like bigger people and the food aspect of it. And somebody was like, I don't understand why, people that are obese tend to make the worst foods possible. Like they'll literally make the worst like box master cheese, or sorry, the master chief, the worst boxed mac and cheese of all time with like no milk and butter and like some ground beef and zero seasoning, and they just like eat the slop. And I was telling this person, I was like, well, it's not that fat people love food. That has nothing to do with it. It's not that they love food. Food is a compulsion. I tend to see people in shape loving food. They take great care with their recipes. They'll make things that take a long time to make, like PDH. She has abs, right? And she loves making like roast, right? Like in a crock pot. And that shit is fall apart unbelievable. A little bit of Worcestershire, baby potatoes, carrots. Oh, it changes you. And she makes that, and just takes a lot of care of a lot of dishes she makes, and going out to nice restaurants and stuff. And it's like a one-time thing, right? And I think bigger people never do that because they're not interested in the food at all. They are interested in the compulsion. I know people that will eat a large dinner, like 3 bowls of lasagna, right? And as soon as they're done eating the lasagna, they'll sit down, okay, time for dessert, and they'll eat like 3 pieces or 4 pieces of cheesecake, right? And then they're like, all right, the dessert's over and the movie is on, and they grab a bag of chips and they start eating the chips. And they ate dinner, dessert, all huge amounts and portions, and then now they're eating chips while watching the movie. It's a compulsion. It's a straight up compulsion, right? So I think that's why you see a lot of people like trailer parky people just like making the worst, grossest shit possible, right? In mass, because that's all you ever see online. You always see, it's like making food for my children, and it's like pizza rolls and hot dogs, and it's like a 400-pound woman every single time, So thank you, Squid. I love you. What were you talking about? Fat people? Yes, Richard. Yes. I also love chips, Carrie. I adore them. I just don't eat them very often. I have to stay in incredible shape all year round, man. And I didn't do a very good job in October and September and August because obviously I was getting to the end of my racing season. Yeah, time. Exactly. Yeah, Demanus, exactly. 23 minutes in. All right, thank you, man. Let's hit the book real quick, and then we're gonna go to 23 minutes. Quest chips or clutch. They're so good. They're so good. Fuck. They're so good. Junebug says I'm 300, and that's too much for me. I'm 187 right now, and I need to lose about 10 more. But my abs are looking pretty good. Finally, my abs start looking pretty good around 185, 183, 185, and they get real cut into the 170s. So that's kind of where I'm trying to get right now. All right, real quick, like a boys. We are one backer from the goal of 235 today. One backer. Oh my God, can you believe it? We're about to hit $37,000, boys. We got all these beautiful perks and only 3 left of the Ultra VIP tier. Do not miss this. The 52 available diecast in this campaign will never be manufactured again, ever again. And they're going to be beautiful, exact replicas of my Daytona car, which I'll show you in a second. We already hit the first stretch goal, by the way. This book, if you don't know, is about a guy that's a race car driver. And he's getting a chance at his dreams and quickly is failing, right? And he gets the opportunity for success, but has to do something. And as a result of this, he has to go down into the depths of hell during a mad, hysterical spiral of his own personal life and sanity to kill demon bitches with fat titties and make everything right. It's a kind of like Ghost Rider meets Evil Dead, right? So don't miss it. It's going to be awesome. Ricardo Jaime is the artist. Matt Yakee's the colorist. Salty has another cover on this. And it will fulfill sometimes in June. We've already got everything written and planned out. The art is looking good. Yeah. Looking good in the neighborhood. Look at that. Woo! I tell you what, boys. So don't miss it. Get on it, doggone it. And you can also get my helmet from my NASCAR helmet from last year, signed by tons of people, including Ethan Van Sciver, Cecil, and all those, and my fire suit as well. They also come with a special edition diecast. There will only be 2 of. 2. All right. Let's go. Let us continue. Where am I? Thank you, Squid. Love you, Squid. Appreciate you, Squid. All right. So you said 23 minutes in. Let's go to 23 minutes into the Nux podcast.
Why? Somebody who has been in the gaming sphere, specifically in the gaming sphere, trust me, I've been in the gaming sphere for a very, very, very long time, is so thin-skinned over some Reddit post. Like, get off social media. Like, honestly, I hope in that conversation you had with him, he has acknowledged the root of the problem. And that's that social media is designed nowadays to literally get you to be angry perpetually. Like, it wants you to feel bad. It wants you to spiral. It wants you to be angry because that keeps you, it hooks you in. Like, there's literally research going on about the fucking mental effects and how bad this shit is. Fucking get off social media if you can't handle it. But at the end of the day, he literally allowed somebody online to affect him so much that he couldn't even give you the courtesy of a phone call first.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't think most people would be able to understand what it's like. And I don't want to say this from like a high horse position. But people don't know what it's like to get shit on by thousands of people online. I don't think the human brain is designed for that, and I don't think evolution reached that point yet, that people are ready for that. And yeah, I agree. Oh, you're thin-skinned. Look, I have been getting hate for a very, very long time. Literally, as long as I'm on the internet, I've been getting hate because I'm a fucking internet troll. I've been trolling people.
Everybody gets hate on the internet. Everybody.
But Mudahar is not a troll, okay?
But he still covers really dark topics in like really dark topics in themes. You are, unless he's only scrolled like the top 10 of his thing, there is 100% chance that there is somebody in those things that is like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, okay, so I agree with this. I agree with this. I don't understand how creators let comments get to them. I get it when you're first starting because you are not used to it. I am very, very, very lucky because somewhere when I was a teenager, I was hyper bullied in school. I don't think you guys realize I was obese in school. I was a nerd. I sat at a table. Okay, so to give you guys an idea of my high school experience, I sat at a table. There was the cool kids, the nerd kids, the band kids, the goth kids, and like the kind of normal, like kind of cool normal kids, right? And then there was the reject table. It had 4 people at it. And all those people had like hyper mental disorders, and then me. That was my high school experience. I know that's hard to like fathom, but that was my high school experience. No skater kids. I was in Alabama. I'm still in Alabama. It was literally like a guy that had like a hyper autism, a 500-pound guy that was like an asshole, and then he was like a really good artist. And then me, and I don't even remember, some other person that had some kind of mental disorder. I was the only, that was it. That was my high school experience. That was all my school experience. So I was bullied hyper. I got my ass kicked for being I don't remember, for being fat, obviously. I remember this when I was in 9th grade, I was playing basketball, and I'm a fat kid, by the way. I was playing basketball, and a senior, he's either 11th grade or a senior, like, I guess he was hazing me, and he passed me the ball. Right? I'm a little short, fat nerd kid that just wants to play Halo. He passes me the ball, and I catch the ball, and then as I'm catching the ball, he runs up, right? So I'm focusing on catching the ball. This is like a hardcore core memory of mine, by the way. Catches the ball, and as soon as I lower it, he punched me in the face. And I fell to the ground, and everybody was laughing. And no one ever did anything. And the teachers didn't care because they hated me too, because I wasn't a cool kid. The teachers actively like simped and flirted with cool kids. And I got fucking wrecked every day. So much so that I quit school in 10th grade and I never went back. It was like the first week of 10th grade I left, and I was like never going back there because it got real bad. So I got my GED and started working at GameStop. That's kind of what happened. So anyways, I learned really early on to not let stuff affect you, because if not, the stress would have killed me. So that kind of built me for the future of social media that didn't even exist yet. So now I'm on YouTube and people are like, "Oh, you're stupid, stupid face, stupid acts." I don't care at all. I suffered so much worse than you could ever fathom in high school. Calling me gay and stupid on the internet is the least of my problems, boy. 100%. 100%. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I had a girl ask me out in like 7th or 8th grade. I can't remember. 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. Asked me out, and she was one of the more popular girls in high school or in middle school at the time. And she asked me out to be her boyfriend. And then the next day called me up in front of the entire school. In front of the entire school, and loudly broke up with me and laughed, and everyone laughed. It was all a fucking joke. That actually happened to me. And I just walked back and sat down with the 4 guys that I always sat beside. And they're still my friends to this day. One of them mainly. The other ones kind of went off and did their own thing. But that actually happened. So no, you call me, "Oh, you're a slow NASCAR driver." Bro, I am at Daytona going 200 miles an hour. Nothing you can say will ever affect me. Ever. Especially not somebody on Reddit. I could give 2 shits. You insane. I suffered through the worst already. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how creators get so worked up over random comments. That's the weirdest shit to me.
Shit is fucked up.
Obviously, that is the case. Obviously,
Yeah.
that is the case. And
Oh, by the way, let me hit the super chat. I'm sorry, Manuel. Says, associating fiction with crimes is the problem. Why not all shonen and accused of murder the same ferocity as Lolly with PDF? I believe projection. I don't. And the reason I don't is the same reason I disavow the word misinformation, because everybody says it, right? If somebody was like, "I think lolicon is gross," saying that's a projection is just, it doesn't do anything, right? And because, "Oh, you mean you're a pedo?" I know you are, but what am I? Doesn't work in this situation. And I don't necessarily think that. Like, I don't think lolicon's evil. I don't know. I don't care about any of it, right? I don't care. You know, I'm not into hentai or anime at all. So that being said, you know, whatever, I don't give a fuck, right? So, but anyway, I don't understand why people defend it with such ferocity. Like, you know how you're saying people accuse it with such ferocity? There is an entire community of people that like defend lolicon that have like 200K likes per post right now on Twitter yelling at Muta, right? And I'm not saying that that's necessarily good and or bad. It's just there's a lot of people that defend it, and I don't really understand why anybody defends it. If you enjoy it, just consume it. Fuck it, who cares? Like, why are people? That's a weird thing. That's just a strange hill to die on, you know. And I'm speaking from the normie perspective because I'm not involved in any of this culture stuff, right? When I read definitions of lolicon or look at anything that could be even considered lolicon, I'm like, ew, that's kind of weird. And I'm coming from the normie perspective. And you have to understand that almost everyone's coming from that perspective. Not everybody is a part of your community, right? I don't expect to know, or I don't expect people that like my racing career or want to follow it. I don't expect you to know the cubic inches of the spec engine we run in my series. I don't expect you to know the tires we use or the tire codes we use. I don't expect you to know the points or the qualifying format. I don't expect you to know the daily schedule for racing. I don't expect you to know what a hard card is and why you need to have one at racetracks. I don't expect you to know any of that shit. But I also wouldn't defend it to my dying breath if you said you didn't know about a thing, right? That's what I don't understand. Like, why are people like, "Oh, I can't believe it's not actually a baby, it's a petite woman, I'll fucking kill." Like, who? What? Like, no one's ever gonna like get it anyway, right? There's just too many like explanations of all this, you know. Thank you, Manuel. I love you, Manuel. Thank you, man, for your Mexican pesos. I appreciate you, dude. Oh God, that's a boogie right there. Hold on. Ugh. Man, I hate this. The medicine I have makes me have giant boogies. It's like a new kind I'm on. It works really well, but it makes me have big boogies.
Look, I'm not. Obviously, he shouldn't have made the video. I'm not defending him or his choices. I'm just saying that mentally, it does fuck with you.
Yeah, well, and listen, Nux, I do want to make clear, like, you're a good guy. You care about your friends. You care a lot about your friends, and it's okay that you're like taking this position because you still care about Mudahar. I'm sure you do, but I care about you, so I'm going to be pissed because I like that stuff pisses me off so much. Not just in your particular circumstance, in the circumstance in general. Everybody's been betrayed. Everybody's had a friend that they've cared for, that they've, loved, not been in love. I think people love their friends. I really do. So like you have that friend that you care for, you love them, and they're just a part of their life. And then all of a sudden some outside fucking force comes in and influences that person, and it fucking in some fucking crazy scenario in their head, they get it twisted and they forget like all the good times that they've had with you, all because of one Joe Schmo bullshit situation.
Well,
and then they can't even give you courtesy of like a phone call. Like I think everybody can relate to that.
Everything you're describing is very relatable and cool, but unlike some other situation where someone gets backstabbed and therefore they are arch nemesis, I completely forgive Mudahar for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course you do.
To be sent his way. Obviously,
of course you do.
He is my friend, and
yeah.
Obviously, don't want any of that. It's a fucking awful situation. For me,
I mean,
and for Muta.
Yeah,
true. But I think
Muta's getting cooked. All right, so let me. Let me pull up some stuff because this is something that's really important. Like, Muta is getting cooked. On Twitter by people that obviously support Lolicon. And by the way, Matt, I did pick that nose, and holy shit, the booger though, it was big. Peak Degenerate. Hey, what's up, buddy? Says, anyone got a TLDR on the Muta thing? I've been passively in and out. So Mudahar releases a video due to allegations that he watched Lolicon on a stream with Nux Taku like 3 years ago. Lolicon, I can't really give you a definition because there's like 800 definitions for it. And the people that are against it say one definition, and the people that are for it say another completely different definition. The people that are against it say the definition is an attraction to young like prepubescent characters in anime or some kind of cartoon fictional stuff. That's the one. The other one is people that are defending it, which I can't find any evidence of this actual definition, but this is what they say. The people that defend it say, well, it's actually nothing to do with age, it's all to do with just petite body types. So there's that. So Mudahar is a staunch defender of the first one. He does not like Lolicon. He tells people Lolicons is illegal. It's child content, and you're gross and disgusting if you consume it. So people are calling him a hypocrite because they uploaded a highlight video of him watching Lolicon. Okay, so he makes a video addressing this because he's pissed off about it, and he basically throws this guy Nux Taku under the bus, saying that he can't be friends with him because all the shit he's into and all the gross shit he's done in the past. And Mudahar basically made a video explaining why he did that. He also said that women that are 18 and 19-year-olds are also lolicon, which I definitely don't agree with at all. So he made that video and then immediately deleted the video, and then made a community post on his YouTube page saying that he's sorry. He had an emotional reaction. Blah, 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 all that good stuff. And now he's getting cooked by the Lolicon community online. Right? No one escapes the curse. You right. So we're going to pull up the tweets. There's a lot of tweets, man. A lot of tweets. Jealousy says, ask ChatGPT what it is. AI can settle it. All right, let's do it. We're going to do it right now. But before we do it, guys, I need you guys to remember, all my travel funds for next year are based off of my book. Do not miss out. Go back it right now. If you've already backed it, back it again. If you don't want to back it again, go hit the contribution. Do not tip Indiegogo. Custom tip, $0. Go back my book. It means the world to me. We're almost to $40,000. There's only 3 diecasts left. 3 diecast VIP tiers left where you get to hang out with me at a track, free food, free drinks, all the books signed, t-shirts, Cecil prints, everything, and your name on my race cars for a whole year. Yes, your name or your website will be on my NASCAR race car for an entire year. Don't miss out. The link is right there. Give it some love. And we're one backer from 235. Oh my God, boys. Get on it, doggone it. Can we hit 40 grand before the week is out? That would be so cool, man. Go give it some love. All right, so let's ask ChatGPT what Lolicon is. All right, here we go. Let me go. Let me find out. We're going to find out right now. Thank you, No Life. I appreciate you, baby. All right, let's see. ChatGPT. The issue with Chat GPT is it's woke. All right, anyway. Woke. What is the definition of lolicon? Okay, here we are. So this is what Chat GPT has to say, Zelozi. It says lolicon is a term that originates from the Japanese words Lolita complex, which refers to an attraction to prepubescent or early adolescent girls. In a broader context, it refers to the sexualization of young girls in media, particularly in anime, manga, and other forms of entertainment. Lolicon often includes characters that are depicted as childlike or very young in appearance, typically in a suggestive or sexually explicit manner. This is generally considered controversial as it raises significant ethical concerns and legal issues, particularly regarding the portrayal of minors in a sexualized context. In many countries, media that fall into this category can be illegal, as it can be seen as promoting the exploitation of abuse of children, even in the material fiction. The legal implications and the social acceptance of such content vary by region. All right. There you are. Thank you, Peek. I appreciate you, baby. Yes. So let's say now what is the definition? You said lolly? Somebody said now see what lolly means. All right. What is the definition of lolly? Lolly. Okay. The term lolly is a shorthanded derived from lolicon and typically refers to characters in anime, manga, and other forms who appear to be a young girl, often prepubescent or early adolescence, and is depicted in a cute or childlike manner. While lolly itself does not inherently imply sexualization, in some contexts, it can be used to refer to characters involved in sexualized portrayals, which is controversial and ethically problematic area, especially in the realm of anime and manga. In general usage, the term lolly can simply describe a character who's youthful in appearance, but it is important to note that the association with lolicon can carry heavy negative connotations, especially when linked to sexual depictions of underage characters. The cultural and legal implications of such media vary simply by region, with many countries considering it problematic or even illegal. All right. There you are. There you are. All right. Beep, 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 beep. Man, it's kind of hard, right? So this is a very hard situation. Why is it such a hard situation, you ask? Because everybody defending it, and that's fine. Like I said, I'm not like harshly judging it. I don't really care. Because keep in mind, I'm just reading. But that being said, people that harshly defend it give a completely different definition that I cannot find any evidence of. That's like kind of what's going on. So, Squash Shade said, "Ask if petite equals lolly." That's called confirmation bias, Squash Shade. That's a question that's in a confirmation bias structure. Is what I think completely normal? Say yes. You know what I'm saying? Now ask this very specific question. Come on now. Oh, all right. Anyways, Lolita can mean something different. Yeah, no one's talking about Lolita though. That's what I'm saying. No one says I like Lolita content, right? And if that's what they mean, they need to say that, right? It seems like the term lolly is a little bit more loose, right? That's what I'm kind of gathering here. The term lolly itself is a little bit looser. That's what I'm kind of gathering here. Billy said we got 2 more backers on the campaign. Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it. All right, let's continue. Nice. All right. Where were we? Oh, yeah, the Mudahar tweets. Let's do that. Like the stream, boys. Peak Degenerate demands it. Demands it. Like it. Okay. How should I word it better, Squall Shade? You don't word it better, Squall Shade. That's the point. You ask the definition of a thing. That's all you do. You ask the definition of a thing. So that's it. Derp versus Lolicon wasn't used in that bid. Wasn't used in what bid? Like you can't be like, is lolicon, which I enjoy, totally petite girls only, please? Like you can't ask that because it's too directly pointed, right? Like when you start getting into like questions that are structured to be answered a certain way, it's just a little you're starting to get into a weird world. You know, weird question to ask. So have you seen the what Hassan clip started all of this jealousy? Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier. Also, why is it what's up with Hassan? You know, Junebug says very common that Auntie get outed as a real pedophile. Well, that's like everybody, man. It's everybody that's sus usually ends up being. I mean, people that are sus are usually sus for a reason, you know. So, thank you, Junebug. Oh, I meant Rev. I'm pretty sure Rev said lolly and or lolicon in that video when he was describing petite woman. So, that being said, Muta put all the blame on his friends and making him seen as pedo. Yes, and then he deleted it. There's your issue. Lord Narco, what's up, buddy? Oh, by the way, I totally forgot to show you this. We have 3 diecasts left, and this is our Daytona car officially. It has been released as of today. This is our Daytona car. We're running at Daytona. Do not miss it. This is going to be the diecast that you get in the VIP tier. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be pretty. There you are, babies. Don't miss it. Do not miss it. All right. Here we go. What's up, Bredermeyer? How you doing, dude? Never heard of somebody against Lolly being a pedo. Yeah, there's probably some out there. It's just hard to find them. Yeah, derp. Yeah. Okay, yeah. People were conflating Lolita with lolicon, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's the same thing. All right. That term existed before animation, I'm pretty sure. You know. All right. Anyways, let's go to I want you guys to see the Twitter reactions to this because they're pretty brutal. It's pretty much the lolicon community have jumped all over Mudahar's ass. Again, I'll explain. I don't really understand why people die on the hill. It's just weird to me. Like a weird thing to like defend. I mean, I'm not like saying, oh, you shouldn't or should or whatever or what have you. I'm just saying like I don't know. If I don't, who cares? Don't defend that. You know. Weird. All right, let me pull up these tweets. And by the way, one more backer until we're there, boys. And one red boy on YouTube from a Rainbow Knot. All right, let's find it. I'm gonna turn my heater off because I'm dying, dude. Okay, so here's Nux right here. Let's just play this for y'all. Because Nux actually gives some context right here. God, dude, I've had this weird headache all week, and I have to like pop my jaw to like get it to kind of go away, and it hurts. It hurts, man. All right, here we go.
Muta deleted his video, posted a community post, and then called me, and apologized. And yeah, anyway, we'll see.
Do all these people like do they just stream like 20 hours a day? Why are they always eating when they're streaming? God, it's fucking it's one of those like things that are irrational, but I hate it. I hate when they're streaming and trying to talk about a subject. Please, God, just don't eat when you're talking about a subject. Look, if you're on a 24-hour stream or a 12-hour stream, I get it. You're gonna have to eat at some point. Mute your mic. Why are they always like, yeah, I talked to God. I'm like, what are you doing? The fuck you do? All right, anyways, I always get unhingedly mad when that. Why? I'm sorry, guys. This always happens to me. I get so mad. at that. It just seems so unprofessional, as if I'm a professional boy.
We'll see what happens.
It's just so aloof.
Basically, the TLDR is people bullied Muta into making a hit piece on me, and it backfired like super big time, like super mega fucking big time.
It did.
I mean, sort of backfired. Dude, I got some pretty fucked up DMs because of this situation. People are reaching out, being like, "Nux, are you associated with child porn?" And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's the internet for you. And keep in mind, we were talking about this earlier. Why is he getting those DMs? Because the normie reaction is that way. This is the normie reaction. And look, I'm not saying being a normie is bad or anything. It's just you have to look at that perspective. Like, people were really confused at the whole VTuber fallout with me. They're like, why are these VTubers mad at you? And I'm like, well, you see, I didn't know, but like, you're not supposed to even remotely suggest a person could even remotely be a VTuber. Even when they're obviously not that person, you can't even suggest they are, because it like breaks the mysterious and like hurts their income or something. And I'm like, well, I had no idea any of this was a thing. And they still were mad at me. Like, they were like wanting me dead. I got death threats, dude. There was like 2 people banned on Twitter for life because they were literally saying murder this man and tagging me. And they got banned, obviously, forever on Twitter. Obviously. So like, and I just didn't know because I don't know anything about this fucking weird culture, right? Now I know. But you have to look at everything from a normie perspective when it comes to stuff that are controversial like this, especially niche stuff, right?
No. Obviously not. I mean, Keemstar's cool about that. He basically tweeted out that he thinks I'm a pedophile or something, which is pretty cool. Classic Keemstar maneuver. Zero.
I gotta be honest, that was funny. I did not expect that. He's like, Keemstar's pretty cool about that. You know, Keemstar's cool. He said I was a pedo. Oh shit! See, Nux is funny as hell when he's alone. Yeah, just keep doing stuff alone, dude.
You know, evidence or information or anything. Like, they were trying to cancel me for lolly porn, which is ironic because I've never supported lolly porn. And also ironic because their definition of lolly porn is hentai in a high school setting. That's right.
Yep.
Literally every...
And that was also not correct, right? So
hentai. That's right. Are you a fan of My Hero Academia? You might be a pedophile. Anyway, so I got some classic people harassing me and stuff and shit like that, but that'll pass. I think anyone that actually looks at things rationally will know that none of this is
okay. Good. Yeah, that was a good response. Keem says Muta is a great guy. I hate that he's getting heat for something his podcast co-host Nux did. Muta has actively made the online presence safer and better than anyone in his content. Now here comes like the people that remember when I was saying he was getting cooked by the lolicon community. Kenny says, I've lost so much respect for Mudahar as someone who's watched him for the last decade. Say what you want about Nux, but I think if your primary reason for ending a friendship and blasting them publicly is them engaging with fictional shit you find weird, you're a terrible friend. Again, like using the word fictional to kind of destigmatize, you know, lolicon itself. The lolly in question, bro, can't be more. Yeah, see, I completely this is definitely not lolicon, bro. This chick's boobies are fatter than Anna's right now. That Star Wars girl, that's for sure. That is a whoa man. That is a whoa man, as Calypso says in At World's End, the pirate movie. No, she was a woman. She was a woman. That's a hag, yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh, Jace. Muta has issued a community post following his YouTube video where he says he's no longer friends with Nux Taku due to everything coming out about him. Shocking. I'm just so shocked right now. I love how there's just, why is there tweets from me coming up from like a year ago? Yeah, I've been banned on Twitter for over a year. Muta is getting axed for watching hentai of high schoolers and upset Reddit is very lame. Way to go. This is when you double down and stream your reaction to Shoujo Ramon instead. Never apologize to the hive. It only makes them stronger. Yeah, see this? If any of these girls are in sexualized situations, that is lolicon. And that's what I understand it to be, right? But then again, people like have different definitions for it. It's a really weird thing. Okay, Rev, that's Rev already saying the same thing. Okay, I was about to say, man, they were word for word, but Rev said, I'm like, yeah, it is Rev actually. I don't even like Nux a lot, but if this is all it takes to turn on a friend and post a video about it, then you're a piece of shit. Followed Muta for like a decade, and of course he says dumb shit sometimes. So this is legitimately fucked up. I don't necessarily disagree with this take because, again, Nux apparently, from what Nux is saying and from where evidence kind of points, is Nux has never really supported Lolicon. So all of this seems really weird and irrelevant. Also, then Muta completely apologizes. It's very strange, you know. It is very strange. Yeah, you definitely don't want to get attacked by like niche audiences on Twitter because they will cook you alive. They will cook you. This person is saying the opposite. They're saying Nux is a sick person. Rex Severius says, I don't know how close they were, but this is the most nothing burger of shit to dump a friend for. There's way worse shit Muta has seen to make his entire argument for this last 40-minute video invalid. Yeah, and I think that's probably why I deleted it, because I kind of feel the same way. You know? What the fuck? All right, sorry guys, I'm getting caught in the sauce. I'm getting lost in the sauce, baby. Be careful scrolling Twitter. Oh, I know. The Destiny stuff has passed finally. You know? The Destiny stuff has finally passed. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, boys. Y'all ready for this? Beep 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 beep. Finish the video. Roger, don't make me listen to that girl anymore. Please, Roger. Please, Roger. Please, God. All right, boys. Y'all ready for this? Bop, 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 bop. Let's refresh this page because I think we're going to have something alarming. 236 backers. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wait. Oh my God. We just sold 2 VIPs. There is only 1 left. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh! Alert! 1 left. Oh my God. I can't believe it, boys. There's only 1 of these left. I can't believe 1 remains. I don't even know what to do. Do we tweet it? Do I tweet it out? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What do we do? I don't know what to do. I got the poo on me. Oh, my God. Thanks so much. Wayne, you crazy boy, and Andrew. I love you guys. Tweet it. It might sell before I tweet it. Oh, yeah, I'll tweet it. Oh, my God. I can't believe you guys are going to go this crazy on me right now. Wow. I'm scared I'm going to tweet it, and it's going to be gone before I can tweet it. Hold on. You are just some grubby little bastards. You just really want this one, don't you? VIP tier. Man, I wish we could have had 100 of these, but the team would not allow it to happen, and the diecast guy would not allow it to happen. That'd have helped out a lot, huh? All right. Here we go. Where am I? Oh, yeah. I'm scared it's going to go away before I can tweet this. Okay, here we go. Alert, 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 alert. Only 1 VIP tier left on the campaign. Go, 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 go. I don't even know what to do, dude. Link below. Everybody go tweet that. You guys know, you go tweet it. If you're on Twitter right now, go tweet this shit. Damn. I'm just going to look like a dumbass if somebody gets it before I can tweet this. There we go. All right, it's tweeted. It's tweeted. All right, boys. Dude, I appreciate you guys. That's awesome to see. Make the last one twice the price. Shit. No, I can't do that. There are 2 left. There are 2 left. That are going to be super special. Refresh it. I don't want to refresh it, man. If somebody got it, I have to delete that tweet. Oh, thank God. All right, tweet's good. We're good. Thank you, Hydex Holdings. Welcome back, buddy. I love you, dude. All right, sorry. This is crazy. I think she got it. No, she already has one. She can't get 2. That's not fair, Donna. All right. Real quick. All right, let's give that a second. Keep in mind, I would like to point something out to you guys really quick. What's up, Real Wade? You see this? These two tiers right here also come with everything, including the tumblers. They are going to have 2 diecast in them, 1 apiece. They're going to have 1 diecast. This diecast is going to be a 1 of 2, and it's going to be a chromey version of the other diecast. I have not cleared this with the diecast people yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. So that's the NASCAR helmet and the NASCAR fire suit. Both of them are signed. This one by Ethan and Cecil. So these are going to have their own diecast that I'm probably it's going to be chromium, like a chrome version of the diecast, special edition, only available in those 2 tiers. So that's probably what I'm going to do, but I don't know yet. I got to ask for the permission from the manufacturer, but I think that's what we're going to do. Anyways, tweet is done. Let us continue. Thank you guys so much for that huge support. That is insane. We are going so fast. We're going to catch up with Cecil. We're only 10 grand behind Cecil now. 10 grand. Oh, my vape is dead. Well, there goes that. Well, shit. All right. And we're 1 red boy from a rainbow night on YouTube. Thank you, Hydex. All right, let's continue. Let's continue on. What is this? Oh, nothing. It's nothing is what it is. God dang it. All right. We were talking about on Twitter today the obvious industry plants. I can't stand industry plants, and they're so fake and gross. So if you guys didn't notice, there's a lot of streamers that are becoming industry plants. These streamers are usually female. They're sometimes male, but they're usually female, and they will come out of nowhere, and they'll just be like the biggest YouTubers in the world with podcasts, right? They'll have like that Bobby girl. You guys know that Bobby girl, right? So that Bobby girl comes out of nowhere with a podcast and just has like the most famous rappers in the world on her podcast day 1. That is an industry plant. If you guys don't know what that is, agencies in Hollywood are kind of running out of opportunities for like movies, TV, because it's kind of getting, it's getting smaller. The world's getting smaller. So what happened is they funnel a lot of these people into social media, and these people that are listed with agencies as actors or people that want jobs, they will get put into like podcast roles as a fake podcaster that's like a real YouTuber, but it's just a person they put there. Not even a real person. Very, very interesting. So a lot of those are popping up. If you ever see a new podcaster out of nowhere that's just like, oh, number 2 podcast in the world overnight, it's an industry plant. They'll get like Tom Cruise and like the biggest celebrities possible on these podcasts on like episode 1 or 2. We'll have like Shaq, and you're like, what? How? How'd you get Shaq? Random person, Junebug. There is a meme on this called Reset the Clock. Look it up. All right, I'll look it up. Thank you, Junebug. Rakin says any of those YouTube shows that are on a set are for sure industry plans being pushed by agents for Hollywood. 100%. Yep. 100%. Thank you, Rakin. I appreciate you. Thank you. Billy, I missed your super chat. What was your... Oh, we hit 5 milk, boys. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me make sure I got final stuff. Hold on. All right, making sure. The Hawk to a girl. Yeah, 100%. Hawk to a girl is 100% an industry plan. Not even a question. Hawk to a girl, one of the most easiest industry. She launched a rug pull shitcoin the other day, or today, or yesterday, or recently, and already has rug pulled it. Already. Bosco. Resident Evil fan says your GameStop's failed industry plant. GameStop's failed industry plant. I don't know if that works. Because did they put me in here to talk shit about them? Because like negative publicity is still good publicity. Shit, man, I wish that'd be cool. I would totally accept their payment for sure, for damn sure. Thank you, Resident Evil fan. I would take their money and run with it. Hell yeah. But all they worry about is stuff that doesn't matter. It's kind of like the whole thing where they say, get GameStop to sponsor your race car. And I'm like, I don't think GameStop likes me. I don't think they would do that. My content for years was shitting on GameStop. We got another backer at 237, boys. 237. Hey, we're $90. $90 from 38,000. Bro, we're moving so fast. This is crazy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Will be funny. Oh, I'd take their money for sure. You don't like GameStop, but you have them on your car? Yeah, I want to race. Let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to race, boys. Trying to race. She's backed by Logan Paul. Yeah. Logan Paul, I think, is one of the first industry plants. He was like I think he was already on the up and up in content creation, and he signed with an agency, and that's how he got so big. And now anybody that comes up overnight and has 1 million subs, with the exception of like extenuating circumstances, they're all industry plants. All of them. Oof, dude, I'm so hungry. My diet, for some reason, is getting worse on me. I don't know why. Usually it's easier long term. I'm on week 5, almost week 6, and my stomach's completely flat, which is kind of cool. I can't believe we did that in 5 weeks. But I'm so hungry, bro. And it's like hurting. Probably because I'm actually eating a little bit less than I probably normally do. So I need to fix it. My sleep schedule is really fucked up too. Hence, probably also why what's going on. Hey, Cecil, text me. Oh, finally. He does care. Get on that chicken and rice. That's what I'm on, dude. I've been on it for 5 to 6 weeks now. Week 6 starts in like a day. How much you eating? I ate 16. I try to aim at 1,600 calories, but the last 3 days I probably had about 900. I just my sleep schedule got weird, and I kept waking up at wrong times, and I would eat a protein bar instead of like my actual meal, and I would get in a hurry. I've been streaming on a lot of channels. Like I was on Ballers, and I was on John Malin's show last night, or the night before last, and I just didn't eat. So yeah, but it's working. I would love to be 175 for the race season, so I'd have like a 90 pack. That'd be nice. Justin, you're hungry, but I just wanted to let you know I made salted caramel yams with ribs and a side salad for dinner. That sounds great. Salad's disgusting. I don't know why you put that in there, but ribs, caramel candy yams. Ooh. Yeah. Luckily, food porn doesn't hurt me. I don't suffer from like cravings, and I don't suffer from willpower issues. Never had an issue with that. Willpower does not work. I just set a goal and I go for it. Dieting's always been really easy for me. I don't know why. Chartard heard she might face jail time for security frauds. I doubt that. That you know how good their lawyers are. Dude, how many times has Logan Paul done a rug pull scam? You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll be all right. She'll be all right. FoodieCon, Skull Shade, FoodieCon. Got that FoodieCon. One red boy on YouTube from a rainbow night. We sold 2 VIPs, 3 actually. We're 1 VIP away from sold out. And then we're going to add another bundle probably in a couple weeks. And it'll have some special exclusive shit in it too. But the diecast will be gone. There still will be 2 diecast in the Ultra Death bundles that are like really expensive, and they will be their own diecast. There's only going to be 2 of these, so don't miss out. 2 of them. You talked about the United Health. Well, I can't show it, Fenrix. I can't show the footage of the United Health guy getting assassinated because he gets shot in the face. I think. Maybe he doesn't. He probably gets shot in the body, but he does die, right? So that's going to be almost impossible to talk about. Nick Rekieta got banned on YouTube for showing like a guy get stabbed. He got like permabanned and then brought back, luckily. Yeah. I thought you were a truffle shovel as a tween. I was. I never started dieting until I was 24. I never tried dieting until I was 24. I was a dumb kid. I thought like when you needed to eat, you just ate macaroni and cheese and like pizza rolls. That was what you were just supposed to eat, just eat, I didn't learn until later on in life that like clean fats, clean foods like chicken with like no carbs in them and just pure protein like grilled chicken is the most clean shit you can put in your body. Roger, how old am I? I'm 34. 34. By the way, guys, if you don't know, we will be racing at Daytona February 15th. Don't miss it. If you're coming to the race, let me know. If you're a VIP coming to the race, definitely let me know. So we can get all that handled. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you can't come to the race, you can watch it on Fox February 15th. It'll be on Fox, the main Fox channel. And also, if you have a company and or business and you would like to jump in the NASCAR game as a sponsor, help your boy out, just DM me on a platform, email, anything you want to do. Get your company represented in a huge way in front of tens of millions of viewers and social media posts with over 100 million interactions. That's what we had last year. So you can do it. It's all there. The whole wheat pasta is a godsend for clean carbs. Well, did RTU ever come back to the internet? So RTU streams on a channel called RTU Streams. And every stream is called men streaming or men doing things. Men, and I don't understand. I do not get it. I think he's the only person that gets his humor anymore. Like there's no one else that gets it. It's just him that gets his humor. Like, what's the thing with like men staring at ducks? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, my man is not funny. It sucks. It's sad. It's like, what is this weird humor, man? We are $90 away from 48,000. Let's hit 38,000. Let's hit 38,000 tonight. One red boy from a rainbow night, and that's all the goals. And then we got some naked snakes and some pot milks. Billy, when I said let me know about the VIP, I meant let me know like close to the date. It's still over 2 months out. No, I'll definitely don't forget. Don't worry, Billy. I definitely won't forget you. I already know. You're the one person I definitely never forget. Didn't him and Jay make up? They make up and then get in a fight every other day. It's weird because like Rich is, I don't know, something's wrong with him, man, and he'll say one thing and then do another completely. It's a very weird situation, man. It's a very, very strange situation. I don't really know what the hell's going on. Please forgive Billy. Richard, please forgive Billy. Nah, I was on campaign to make sure it's sold out. Yeah, we got one left. I'm very surprised. I thought we would sell one. I didn't think we'd sell all of them on this stream except for one. I still can't really rectify in my brain why Review Tech deleted his channel. It's just like, even if you're not uploading, that channel's worth money. It's like a company. Okay, let's say your company is not profitable anymore, right? Let's say your company doesn't have any operating profit, correct? There are businesses that will still buy your company because of its name. Maybe it's name recognition. Maybe it already has 5,000 stores nationwide that you can liquidate. You know, maybe it has all these things that you can do. Like, oh, we can fire 5,000 employees, burn all the damn stores down, and have a net operating profit of like $25 million in a quarter, right? Get a kind of like a fake profit number, claim the company is fixed, the stock price goes up, everybody sells, right? So like, there's things you could do. There is worth in that. But Rich just deleted it because he claimed he was scared that people were trying to steal it from him. I don't know. None of it makes sense to me, man. Make sure you like the stream, by the way. I think RT needs to join lockout. Yeah, but he'd end up fighting with them every single day about nonsense. And he'd get angry and like quit every other stream. He'd quit. It just wouldn't work. Beep, beep. Redbox bit the bullet. But Redbox is owned by someone, right? Am I crazy? Redbox parent company. Chicken Soup. It's a owned subsidiary of Chicken Soup in the Soul Entertainment. Okay. Defunct in 2024. Its parent company files for bankruptcy. Interesting. Reporting nearly $1 billion in debt. Damn. CSSE acquired Redbox in August 2022 as a part of a $375 million acquisition. The liquidation includes 24,000 Brought Red movie rental kiosk. Chicken Soup officially filed to convert its Chapter 11 bankruptcy to Chapter 7 liquidation on Wednesday. Interesting. Okay. So they sold the company for $375 million and now they're liquidating the rest. Try to break even, I guess. Bitcoin will hit 101K. Yeah, dude. It's freaking crazy. I wish I had just one Bitcoin. Or just one more backer at $90. What's up? Lisa says, congratulations on the near sellout of your premier bundle. Sorry I couldn't manage it, but I do get a book and a drink mug and a dono. I'll do something else in a day or two. You're doing great. Thank you. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I love you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you, Lisa. Thank you. Jealousy says, you still game? I haven't played anything in a while. I would really like to play through Elden Ring again. I just need to find time to do stuff, man. I'm just every moment of every day, I'm just doing something. So, yeah, man, it's hard. But I would love to play something like go through Halo or something, just something. But I suck. Okay, I suck. One backer from 238. We killed the goal of 235. $90 from 38 grand. Ooh, my God. And one red boy from a Rainbow Night. We have all the goals at the cusp. All the goals are at the cusp. Thank you, Alan Jones. Love you, Alan Jones. I love you, Alan Jones. Ooh, fun bankruptcy. Well, at least it's Chapter 7, right? Chapter 7 gives you a long time to figure things out and liquidate. Dude, Halo Infinite? Oh no, I haven't played Halo. The oldest or the most recent Halo game I've ever played was 4. And it was all right. The only one I play now multiplayer, if I do, which it's been a couple months, but I played Halo Reach multiplayer. I played a good bit of that. It's probably the most solid in my opinion. Obviously, anything after 3 is a weird engine. MGS1 again. Oh, I love it. I love MGS1, dude. Shiba's on the rise. Shiba's doing pretty good right now. Oh, never mind. I refreshed it. It's back to 31. Nope, 32 again. Yeah, I'm waiting for Shiba to clear a 0 so I can sell and be good. No, I'll still have, not all of them. 5 was mad. I never played 5. From what I remember looking through 5's mechanics, is it looked like they were trying to copy like Call of Duty. Every single shooter was trying desperately to copy Call of Duty at that time period. Like all of them was trying. They were trying their best. Copy. Come on, we got to copy Call of Duty. We got to get those record sales. And I'm like, following trends just makes you die faster. If you're already known for a thing, like think about that for a moment. You have Halo, the game that pretty much brought online like shooting multiplayer to the mainstream. Like, just do that again. Just do that again. Make a billion different like skins available and do that again. And make crazy maps and make a really nice ranking system and make a fun game. But they're like, no, we got to copy Call of Duty because they're breaking records and sales numbers. So we have to do the same thing. And I'm like, you're copying a game. You're literally copying a game that didn't even bring the multiplayer to the forefront. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, you're Halo. You shouldn't have to copy anybody. You're fucking Halo, dude. What are you doing? And they did, and they failed because of it. Now no one gives a shit about Halo games. Hence why 343 is done. Right. I agree, Peak Degenerate. Those were awesome. They revived Medal of Honor. It died after the second game. Man, I never forget playing Medal of Honor and cutting people's faces off. That was cool. How many Assassin's Creed you need before they become irrelevant? That's the issue. Assassin's Creed didn't sell a fucking 100th of what Call of Duty sold, but they kept doing Assassin's Creed. Halo, they wanted to make the same. They wanted to make what Call of Duty was making, right? They just wanted that money, and they were never going to get it. You're not going to do Call of Duty better than Call of Duty, and you're not going to do Halo better than Halo, even though Destiny kind of did for a while there. Destiny got a little too convoluted, though. I did like the aesthetics of Destiny, and I like that the engine was really solid, but yeah. Medal of Honor Airborne. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. AC Valhalla. I remember that one, yeah. Yeah, wasn't impressed with Infinite. I'm not impressed with any Halo game. They don't even remotely even resemble Halo, other than like trying to make the Mark IV like appear somewhere. Oh, look, it's Halo, bro. You remember Halo? I remember Halo. You remember Halo? I remember. That's what they try to do. Didn't work. Just make Halo, man. Just make damn Halo. Come on. They just can't do it, man. They just can't do it. We got about 20 minutes left in the show today. One Red Boy from the Rainbow Knot. One backer from 238. $90 on here from 38 grand. That's our goals today. I appreciate you guys so much. Got a few minutes left. I'm trying to see if I have eggs, but I'm not getting a freaking confirmation. Me. It's a bit sad to see franchises you love go up in flames. Yep. You know what, Peak Degenerate? That's a good point. It's like the new Mortal Kombat sucks ass. Here's the issue. They'll be like, here's Mortal Kombat 9. We're rebooting and we're going back to our basics, and everybody loves it. And they're like, okay, cool. Now we're going to evolve again. It's like, no, bro. God. All these studios notice that when they go back to basics, they're successful, and then the next title, they fuck it up again. I'm like, oh, wow. You literally know what works, and you still don't do it. Probably because investors are pressuring them to change things around, especially when it comes to microtransactions. I would love the vacation to the second level of Halo, Richard. I think it's called Truth and Reconciliation, right? Pretty sure it's called Keys. No, maybe Attack on Control Room. That's it. Yeah, that's the second one. The Maw. Oh, man. Yeah, Halo's second level was basically like the self-titled song on an album. The title track. Halo. You ever played that Halo level, Halo? Yeah, AM Harbinger. Yep. Yep. Maw's a great level. It's fantastic. Every level in the first game is great. I don't really care for keys. Thank you, MRX. I love you. I don't care for keys, and I don't care for maybe I do like the library. Yeah, I think I just don't like keys. I think it's the only level I'm like, fuck, I don't really care for this level. I kind of like the library when I play back through it because it's like weirdly like the atmosphere is spooky because it's just long, empty corridors, like the back rooms almost, but like futury. I kind of like it. Okay, I kind of like it. Halo 1 co-op legendary. The library was best. Man, legendary. Whoo. I'm too old to play legendary anymore. I am far too old for legendary. Far too old. You know, the issue with legendary that I learned of over a long period of time is if you want to play legendary, you're like, okay, I'm gonna play legendary, and then like 4 hours into level 1, you're like, fuck, why am I doing this? You know, char. Like as an older person, you know, I guess not older, but like older than I was. You can only devote a couple hours to a game, maybe, right? And you don't want to spend it like playing one level on Halo trying to get past it on legendary. How did Sarge survive Halo 1? He held on to that elite's ass cheek as hard as he could. That's what happened. Well, apparently, the legendary ending on Halo 1 is not canon, obviously. Right? So he just escapes the ring, obviously. Thank you, Charitard. Alexis Sanaria. Give you the rundown. I'll have a video coming out about this to give it a rundown. We talked for hours about it, but basically, Mudahar gets pissed that people on Reddit and Hassan Piker, by the way, which launched the Catalyst, said he was a pedo because he watched Lolicon on the internet like years ago. Like saw on some stream or something. So he gets really, really pissed about that and makes a video basically throwing this guy Nux Taku under the bus, saying he's the degenerate, he's the awful one, and I am not in favor of Lolicon at all, and also defending why he watched like beheading videos or whatever. And then he immediately deletes the video and then calls Nux and apologizes to him, and then says he's taking a step back and says his channel is too toxic or something. That's basically the entire rundown. I think Sarge clapped at Elite's ass. Yeah, I doubt it. He may have. He did hug his ass. Keep in mind it's not canon, though. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. Total War, bro. I used to play Rome Total War Catalyst Vault. I played Rome Total War and eat no bake cookies when I was like 13 or 14. God, and I also played like World of Warcraft too. In between, those are the two games I always played. Bullshit it is, if I say so. Bullshit it is. We're closing in on the end of the show today, boys. We're one backer for $238, $90 for 38 grand, and one super chat red boy from a rainbow night. Real big shout out to the top dog today in the super chats. Almost Junebug, but it was Renee Villarreal. I appreciate you, Renee. Todd with Billy. Thank you guys so much for all your love tonight. You guys are goated. You're goated as hell. 386th, I think, Naked Snake in a row. What a crazy stream, boys. What a crazy ass stream. It's been wild. Absolutely wild. Been fun. Fun, I tell you. Talking about all the spots, man. It's my favorite thing to do. Make sure you guys like the stream, please. Give it a good old-fashioned updoodle. Come on, Sheba. It's like that meme poking it with a stick. Please, Sheba, do something. Come on, Sheba, do something. Come on, Sheba. If you guys didn't know, we announced the new car today. on Twitty. Where's Twitty at? This is our new car we're running next year in the world of NASCAR. Don't forget, there is one diecast left, by the way. It's going to be a fun year, man. We started Daytona in February. February 15th, you'll see this car on TV. Hit a penny sheep. Bro. You can't even imagine. So, yeah, look for this car on TV. It's going to be bright and beautiful. Bright and beautiful. Really cool car. Jealousy says, do you believe the medallion carries weight? I think it does. Everybody goofs. Everybody goofs with that medallion. Nick was obviously the hardest fall with the medallion. Oh. I believe I can fly. Thank you, Jealousy. Appreciate you, Jealousy. Revenge says that's better than the EVS car. It's pretty close. I think we did a good job on it. I think we did a real good job on this one. It's pretty special looking. I know the team's real excited about it, so. I hate Twitter carry, yeah. I don't understand how Hassan exists at the capacity he exists in. He's like a hyper level 1000 hypocrite. And then just posts like weird, creepy, shirtless pictures and then has a really effeminate voice when he gets angry. Everything about him is like weird and gross. And he's just such a hypocrite, man. Everybody is to a degree, but fuck, that guy's a hypocrite. And yeah, he just is just famous, I guess. It's just weird. He just continues having an audience. I'll never understand it. But that seems to be the case with every large creator. Like every large creator, you're like, how does this person have an audience? And they just scream and just look at like sneakers online, and you're like, how the fuck does this person have an audience? Did Keem pay you for a long experience? No. What? No. I don't think that's how any of that works. If I became a host, I'd get paid for it. But I don't know about all that. I don't think the show makes enough money right now to justify another host. Yeah, King Deplorables. I agree with that. Jolly, how much we get from Naked Snake? We are already there. We're one red boy from goal, though. One red boy. I include my book sales in the Naked Snake now, and we got like a 1,500 book sales tonight. So, you coming in real life, Roygen? What race you gonna go to, dude? They had other hosts. Yeah, they had Tommy C. I kind of was offered, and I said yes, like tentatively, but I was racing, so. And the show is constantly changing. Like, their show is constantly changing. So it's hard to really, I guess, iron out a plan. I guess I'm going to go look and see if there's Fight Milk. I'm pretty sure I have eggs, but I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say anything out of school. Sam Hive thing? What the hell are you talking about? What's a Sam Hive? Sam Hive? All right, we're gonna go see if I have Fight Milk supplies, and we'll see if we hit any of these goals. We are all our goals. Here's our goals for today. We've already smashed everything pretty good, but for stretchiness, $90 away from 38 grand. One backer from 238. And one red boy from a rainbow knot. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and we're going to do some shit. Enjoy the stylings of Alex Jones.
System, the company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet.
All right, boys. Let's see if we got any more backers for the goal. The goal. No goal. No bueno. Donna says for next snake heading home, so I might miss. Thank you, appreciate you, Donna. Love you. What's up, Katie Belcourt? How you doing? How you doing? Your apartment caught fire. My apartment caught fire and flooded during the first of the snow of the year. Damn. But you're all in a hotel, so at least you're good. At least you're good to go. That'd have been terrifying if it was worse, you know. Master Lions, what's up, buddy? How you doing, dude? I hope you're doing well, man. Master Lions, my boy. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. One red boy from a rainbow knot. We're at the end of the show today. I'm going to do Naked Snake. One backer away. Oops. One backer away. $90 away. Red boy away. There's all your goals. Let us do Naked Snake for the 386 in a row. It's time, boys. Here we go. Perfect.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a feel.
Here we go, Narco Wookie.
But you're so supreme.
Snake eater in my time. There be nobody else. crying. It's the way I fly to you, Lisa. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday we'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive. For the day we see. Oh my God! I give my life, not for honor, but for you. Yeah. In my time, there been nobody else crying. It's the way I fly to you. One more time, boys. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. 386 in a row, boys. Oh my God. Amazing. Here we go, boys. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, boys. We did it again. We got about 3 minutes left from the end of the show. We got to do Fight Milk. I only have 3 eggs, though, so it's going to be like a single double, single and a half, 1.5 Fight Milk. 1 red boy from a rainbow knot to keep the streak going. We got 3 minutes plus the backer from the campaign. We already did killer on the campaign the other day. Freaking blew it out of the water. Here we go. Today we're going to do a 1.5 Fight Milk because I have 3 eggs. So technically it's like a 1.5 Fight Milk. Do you see the 3 eggs? 3 beautiful little eggs. So we're going to do 3. Here we go. Let's do it right now. Let's do it for the boys. Here we go. Where, oh, where? What? I thought Rosa was doing a 12-hour stream. Oh, yeah, she is. It's just on a different channel entirely. Okay, here we go. It's time for some Fight Milk, boys. Let's do it for the boys. You ready? You ready for some Fight Milk in your life? We have 300 people watching. Make sure you like the show. Don't forget. We're also going to be live, I don't know, Saturday at some point. I have something I have to do Saturday, but I don't know how long it's going to take. Here's one. Here's one. Whee! Oh, yeah, it's like a different... So she did a channel for her podcast and a channel for her normal stuff. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that at one point. Is this hard-boiled or something? And I remember reading advice from PewDiePie like years ago. And he was like, yeah, never make a second channel. Everybody does that. And they say it's like better, but just do everything on your own channel. And I was like, okay. And then I never did anything. I always do stuff on this one. I do have another channel, though, for clips. That got pretty good, pretty big, but I just stopped uploading on it because I don't have any editors right now. Because I didn't have any money for a long time because racing bled me dry. All right, all the eggies are in there. God, I got juice all over me. I wish I had a towel or something. I got egg juice all over me, dude. I'm just covered in eggy juice. All right, here we go. Here's your eggs. Here we go. 1 red boy from the Rainbow Knot streak. Will it end tonight? Still no ginger? No, I don't have any money. I don't have any money, man. Every single stream of income I have is like a month away. And all my NASCAR sponsor money is like held up in banks and shit. Because banks hold checks for a long time. So that I'm getting federally smashed. Oh, Alexis, by the way, I'm so sorry I missed this. I'm so stupid. Alexis says, here's 10 from one mustache man to another. I grew my Chevron stash after I got out of the Marine Corps. Also, you look like you could pull off the Wide Earp cosplay from Tombstone. Simplified, do or die. Thank you, Alexis. I appreciate you. You the man. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry I did not read that immediately when I was singing. Thank you. I apologize for missing it. Thanks for your service. Here we go. It's time for a nigga snake. Banks of holding it. Yep. I'm getting the federal maximum of hold times, luckily, because you know it's my luck. It's how I do things. It's how I do things, man. Just how it is sometimes. I couldn't have worse hair for nigga snake, huh? It's just the worst hair possible. All right. Here we go, boys. Next, we're gonna do some 1.5 fight milk for you boys. Make sure you guys like the show. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love today. It looks like the Rainbow Night streak will finally end after about a year or two. I don't know how long it was, but we did hella beastly on the campaign tonight. Killed it. We killed it. Went hard. It's been awesome to see. Zayaka says I'd change banks. I'm pretty sure any bank would do it. It's the amount of money involved. It's even if it was like the best bank on the planet, it would probably be 3 to 4 days. But it's going to be 7. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure almost every bank in the U.S. is going to have some kind of policy on a sizable amount going in there. It's my entire NASCAR money for 2025. So it's a little bit. It's a little bit, man. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Are you guys ready for Fight Milk? Here we go. 1.5 level Fight Milk. Thank you guys so much for all your love. I'll see you guys on Friday or Saturday. Likely Saturday. I just don't know the time. It's going to be a lot of fun, boys. Thank you guys for getting us here. Thank you guys for all your support. It's going to be a good time. Let's do this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Whew. Here we go. It's time, boys. Let's do it. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you back the campaign. It's time, boys. Woo. Oh, it's been too long, boys. Oh, it's been too long, boys. Ain't nothing. That was actually kind of nice. Fight milk's on my diet's kind of nice because milk's really tasty. I don't drink milk on my diet. Hell yeah, boys. Easy peasy. We got to go for a quadruple next time. I'm just covered in milk now. And I just showered. What is this? Much better. Fight milk's eggs and milk. Well, it's technically whiskey, eggs, and milk. I don't do alcohol during diets. I cut off all alcohol during my diet every year, unfortunately. Well, I know I don't. There's nothing wrong with Fairlife milk, Carrie. I just don't drink milk on my diet. It's not in my parameter of things I take in. I eat like 3 things on my diet. And but milk, this Fairlife milk has great macros. I just never drink it. I drink Fairlife protein milk on my diet though. All right, boys. The time has come. The time has come. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are goated. No Rainbow Night tonight, but we got a ass ton on the book. We're almost to 40 grand. We're so close to 40 grand, bro. We're so close to 40 grand, which is like a milestone. That's the second stretch goal. The second stretch goal will be hit. So thank you guys for that. Let's see who we're going to raid the Offensive Charm podcast with Rosa Codal. The good old fashioned Rosa Codal. So don't miss that. Thank you to everybody. You guys are goated as hell. You're goated as hell. Thank you, Renee Villarreal, for all your super chats. You're killing it. Billy Hatcher, of course. The Squid. Junebug as well. Just killing it. All my boys. You guys are goated as hell. Hydex, Lisa Kenyon. Appreciate you guys for all your love. All your love. All your love. Thank you, King Deplorables. I tried, man. I tried real hard. Oh, there's definitely more than 20 grams of protein. Yeah, all the eggs and freaking... It's like protein milk plus a bunch of eggs. And it makes me not super hungry. I've been so hungry. Like all day today. Just one of those days. All right, boys, let's do it. Or we're going to raid Rosacodal. I appreciate you guys. Love you. I'll see you guys in like a couple days. There'll be a new video, of course, as well. So don't forget and make sure you share this book campaign with everybody. It has to reach a certain amount for me to do the number 2. And we're almost halfway there. And we just started the campaign last week. Not even a week ago. So get on it, doggone it. I'll see you guys over with Rosacodal. I appreciate you. I love you. Get on it, doggone it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.